so fucking random.
Welcome to Community Ketchup. We're live.
Hi. I already was swearing.
Hey everybody, welcome to Community Ketchup. Travis, what episode is this?
This is episode 21.
That is the legit. This is our 21st episode of Community Ketchup. I am Pooch, known as Repcord on all the social media things.
I am Heather, known as DD Header on all the social media things. Also hashtag 3D Pink Mafia.
And let's introduce me this time, like
Yes!
we didn't do last time. Pyro Design, Travis. Check me out everywhere.
Yeah. Sorry, it's easy to lose track of you sometimes all the way over there.
I know.
So, greetings everybody. Happy hump day. Happy fortnight. First fortnight of, we're calling it the first fortnight of March. I don't know.
We will have a second fortnight in March.
There will be
There will
a
be.
2-stream month.
Everyone says we're of age now. Why don't we have drinks?
We don't need.
We already had drinks.
This is. We like to keep this
We're
appropriate for all
family-friendly.
ages. We're family friendly. We've got a lot of awesome stuff tonight. Well, first of all, thank you very much to our sponsor, Captubes, Capricorn, maker of Captubes.
Yes.
And maker of new versions of Captubes and stuff now
So
too.
what is a
We'll get to
Capricorn?
that.
It's a cap unicorn
It's
combo thing.
That's like the zodiac sign.
Yeah, the zodiac sign.
Capricorn.
Where have you been?
What's your zodiac sign? Didn't we talk about this last
Yeah, we
week?
What
did.
is your zodiac sign?
forgot.
You know that.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I forgot it.
I don't know what it is. Aries?
I'm leaving.
We forgot to even have him introduce himself.
I know.
That's
No, he did. He introduced
Sagittarius.
Anyway,
Sagittarius. Oh, okay.
Stay tuned at the bottom of the show. We will do a giveaway, and Capricorn gave us a lot of stuff. So we're
Yeah,
gonna
dude,
actually,
like
there's gonna have a lot of winners
4
today.
winners? 6
Yeah.
winners?
Yeah.
A lot. It's insane.
So if you're new to the show, our format is we generally talk about making, but specifically we have a segment where we do an interview.
We do!
And we get hashtagged community ketchup
Ketchup,
things
yes.
from you guys. So you submit awesome stuff from around the interwebs. And we compile those for you, and we try to give you the best of the best on a every 2-week basis, also known as every fortnight.
But we
Does
don't play
Fortnite have a
Fortnite.
GH? There's a lot of Fort.
No.
Night? Oh, I've
Well,
been
no, we're
spelling
talking
it
about
wrong this entire time.
No, it's Fortnite. Well, no, the game
N-I-T-E?
is no GH.
Yeah, but I'm saying Fortnite, the time period.
Yeah,
These
is
are
no
important
GH?
questions. Let us know in the
Anyways, let's
chat.
know.
Fortnite has a GH or a not.
Okay, so who do we have today? We have a guest, right?
Oh, we have a very special guest. It's like when you go to the
guest.
concert and you like get the last, the special guest, and you never know exactly who it is. But
Like
should
the
we
opener?
Should we reveal?
Is
our
that the
special
opener?
guest?
Is
No,
that
no,
what
no,
you're
no,
talking
no. You
about?
have your opener, and then your. Well, no, is the special guest the headliner? No, it's usually like.
No, it's not the headliner.
He's our headliner anyway.
I don't know who it is.
You don't.
Well, guess what? You're gonna find out in
You're
just
gonna
a
find out
second.
in just a minute.
So, ladies and gentlemen. Who we got today?
We got Chuck. Hi, Chuck.
Chuck, can you introduce
guys.
yourself to the lovely people at home?
Hello, I'm Chuck Hellebuyck from CHEP channel, Chuck Hellebuyck Electronic Products, where I have the Filament Friday show every Friday where I do 3D printing. And
Oh.
Amongst
Great,
other
glad to be
things. Yeah, thanks for joining us tonight. So,
Oh.
Chuck is joining us. You live? Where do you live, Chuck? Really quick, just so people know where you are.
No,
Not
he doesn't
specific-
want to tell his address.
Well, not his address.
We want your address.
I'm right here.
very specifically, Chuck.
We need to know exactly your address so we can stalk you.
Long con to get Chuck's address.
No, I'm
Just
just
kidding.
outside of Detroit area in Michigan.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Joining us from lovely Detroit this
Perfect.
evening.
Perfect.
And he has been kind enough to stay up semi late. It's
I
not
know,
too
sorry.
late. It's not too late.
This ain't too late.
Yeah. Well, listen, without further ado, Chuck, we want to dive in, and one of the reasons that we really wanted to have you on is because you've done a lot of 3D printing, but your background is so much more expansive than that. And I want to get into that, but what can you tell us about some of your other expertise aside from 3D printing?
Yeah, I mean, you can go way back. If being from Detroit, I've been involved in automotive for a long time. I worked for Ford for 22 years, designed a lot of electronics in cars that are running around. I raced stock cars for 10 years, so I built them all from the ground up. So I know how to weld, build engines, build transmissions, the
No
whole
wonder
bit.
you're
So I
always
did all
trying to
that.
make spool holder
He's
race cars.
He's truly a jack of all trades, a Renaissance man after my own heart. That's good. Now, did you actually drive, Chuck, or did you just do design for stock car?
No, I drove too for 10 years. The local tracks, like the minor leagues of NASCAR. So
like the Bush League.
yeah, you can call it that. Yeah, the bang the doors league.
Okay.
That's insane.
Very cool.
That's so cool.
And then, so I spent more time electronics. I got my degree in electronics, and that really was a big part of what I've done. And I've written hundreds of articles for Nuts and Bolts magazine, 10 books on electronics. So 3D printing was really kind of a late in life kind of thing, but something I loved. I actually, when I was working at Ford, I saw one of the early stereolithography machines, which was like 30 years ago, and so I've always kept my eye on what's going on with 3D printing.
Very cool. Wow.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
That is so cool. So cool. You're up.
So, you know, Chuck, one of your favorite things that I've seen you do.
No, your favorite thing.
One of my favorite things that I've seen you do in your videos is the stop motion stuff. Have you done any of that lately, or have you considered doing any more of that?
Yeah, I love doing it. I think stop motion is really cool, and the best part is if you can't draw like me, you know, with 3D prints and that, you can make different things. So you can tell a story. You can do cartoons and stuff like that. So I love doing it, and all the stuff I've done, I do it with an app on the iPad. So it's really easy to do. I just don't have a lot of time to do it. And
the age-old thing, time.
Yeah. I think the last one I remember you doing was on the plane. You were, I don't know if you were flying to and from Murph or something, and you did one with your maker coins or something, and it was so
the cookies,
cool.
wasn't it?
Was it cookies?
Yeah.
I don't remember. Yeah.
I
did.
did both. I did a maker coin, and I did a cookie. I did a pop can. I get bored on the plane, and I'll sit there with my phone, and I'll do the whole thing, and then I'll upload it and post it. But
Oh my God.
yeah, no, I haven't done a whole lot. Those type of videos just didn't really click with my audience, so
Yeah.
I haven't done a whole lot.
It clicked with me though.
I know. Those are Travis's favorites.
No, but I mean, that's one of the things I love about your channel is that you've got such a nice, fun variety of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have some of the most thorough and well thought out videos that I've seen ever.
Thank you.
They're always very detailed and very educational. Do you have any kind of background in teaching, or does it just come naturally to you the way you format your videos? How do you think about your process for making your videos?
Yeah, I think it's some natural. It comes out of my the years of writing books and articles. Because at least video, you can show some things. If you write, you got to explain every detail so people can vision and see it in their head as they read.
Right.
So you got to do those different details, and then you can't jump ahead when you're writing because you lose your reader. So you got to evolve the story, and everything's a story, even if it's a technical thing. Everything's a story because you have a problem, you have what you want to fix or what you want to do, and then you have a solution and to circle back and solve it. Exactly.
There is the art, even when you don't think about it. I never thought about that for a technical novel or a technical book.
Yeah.
That's what Casey Neistat said. It's the three things. That's really it. So back when I was doing electronics and that, I did my first article for Nuts and Bolts, and actually got published. And one of the columnists was actually a publisher. So he read the article and he contacted me right away, and he said, you have a natural ability for taking really technical things and bringing them down to earth. Do you realize that?
You really do.
And I was like, no, I just do what I do. and that led to my first published book, because he said, well, I want you to write about what you know, and let's evolve from there. And he became my first publisher.
So let's dive in on that a little bit more, because I've always been intrigued with how that process works. You've published quite a few, well, you have a publisher you work with, it sounds like, but you've written quite a few books over the years. You said, how many are you up to now? 10? 12?
Yeah, there's actually 12. I officially say 10 because 2 of them I've kind of removed from circulation. But yeah, so 10 official books.
And,
that.
And what got you into that? Is that like something that you drew from your former occupation? Like you said, you do technical writing outside of the Chap channel Filament Friday stuff.
Yeah, well, that's my job evolved into that. I was an electrical engineer, in automotive, and then eventually where I'm at now with a semiconductor company. But the book really it came out of the articles. I was writing the articles. That was the whole idea, just to make a little extra money on the side for my hobby, for my electronics.
That was a side hustle.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it.
And, they would pay you like $75 a page, to do an article. So if you could get 2.5 pages, extra pocket money.
Okay.
Well, then he came to me. We got the book deal, and then it was like, okay, I'm going to give you $500 up front, and then $500 when you finish the book. This is advance on your royalties, and I think your book will sell well. The whole thing, but it took like two years. I'm thinking it's just 12 articles. Each chapter's an article. It's
right.
Far more involved.
Right.
Far more involved.
Anyway. So you're talking about the editorial process in terms of like you write something and then you have an editor that's bouncing stuff back to you and making you rewrite and stuff, or how does that work?
Well, the problem is when I write, it was technical. So the problem is what I was writing, their editors don't understand what I'm writing. So I end up like editing myself or getting other people because you can't really edit your own. But long story short, it took like 2 years for me to actually write and finish the book. And then another like 6 months of going back forth with them to finally edit it and get it released. And then they released it early, and the book sold instantly. And so they're a big push to get it out. But in the end of it all, his publishing company got bought up. And in the end of it all, it went really well. But I really learned about the publishing business that the authors make absolutely nothing.
So not the business to be in if you're looking to make money, then, huh?
Being an author. Not writing for a publisher.
Okay.
They typical contracts, they give you 10% of the profits. What they don't tell you is they roll in all their costs and everything else, so they get paid before the profits. So at the end of it, you're making very, very little money on the book.
Dollar, yeah, sounds like it.
Maybe is that why we're seeing so many people self-publish these days and stuff, so to try to keep a little more in their own pocket?
Exactly.
And they have the ability to do that now.
Yeah, I had a second book already lined up. They said, we want to publish it. I says, okay, redo it, but I want 10% of the gross. And they, we don't do that. And I says, that's fine, because I'll self-publish. And then I self-published that book. And that didn't go as well, but even despite it didn't sell as well, I made more money on that book.
Yeah, because you self-published it, right? Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then this was the winner when I did this. This is Beginner's Guide, if I can get that in there.
Yeah.
Beginner's Guide to Embedded C Programming. That was the hit. That was my third book, and it was my first fully published book that hit Amazon.
Nice.
Amazon at the time sold like 65% of the books. Now they sell like 80%. But my first self-published, I couldn't get on Amazon. This time I got it on there, and it took off. That's so awesome.
And people can still get that on there, right? That's
yeah, that book's still available. It's a little bit dated, but it's still relevant. And that book for like 4 years it paid my mortgage.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It paid for my son's hockey. It was awesome.
Oh yes,
that was a good investment too.
So we have some fans that are like, Chuck's biggest accomplishment is his son is in.
That's hardly fair.
No, I know.
But I know Chuck happens to be very, very proud
excited
of Connor,
about it.
Yeah. Yes, there is a relation for all you hockey fans out there.
So I mean, with that book being so popular, I mean, you have like so much YouTube stuff. What would you say like your most popular piece of content to date is? Like, was it the book? Was it?
Yeah, I would say at this point it was a book. Although the channel's been starting to grow. But
yeah, I saw that.
But it's an overnight success. It only took me 5 years, right?
That's it. Only 5 years.
I love that.
So overnight.
Overnight success after 5 years of work.
Well,
but yeah, that book was probably the most successful. I followed it up with eventually a volume 2, a volume 3, and then other ones. But it's just so much work to do the book, and eventually less people were reading, more people were going to YouTube and. That's what really, at that point, I said, you know what? I launched my YouTube channel in 2010, but the stuff I put on there, I was trying. The whole idea was do electronics, and that's why it's
Right.
beginner electronics. You
Right.
know, it's the name. But I didn't like the way I looked. I didn't like what I was doing. So it took me several years before I was comfortable in a camera. And then about that time, I got into the 3D printing, and that really took off on the channel.
But to be clear, the CHEP stands for Chuck Hellebuyck Electronics Products? Electronics?
Yes, Chuck Hellebuyck's Electronic Products.
Okay. Okay, so that's
So
where
what
Chuck
I did,
comes from.
yeah, because what I actually did, you know, when I worked for Ford, but as a side hustle again, I love doing electronic design. So I was actually doing some design work on the side for people. I had a couple designs that I did on my own. I had my own I had an Arduino module before there was Arduino modules.
Ooh.
And
He was doing it before
I
it was
didn't have the
cool.
marketing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have the marketing or the help or that. But I did launch a Chipino, which was my own design. I had other stuff. So that was the electronic products portion.
Yeah.
But it just, again, it was at time. There wasn't enough time to do it all.
And if you
That's a
look back
lot.
on your channel, some of the first, I want to say that, was it the Chipino, or it was one of your first videos you even released was a chip video, I think. And it was from
Yeah,
4
yeah,
years ago. You know,
Yeah,
you
there
said
was.
you-
There was some electronics. I
Yeah.
assembled the Chipino on there. I planned to do some projects with it. And it didn't work. I could tell. I couldn't get the story across. I couldn't get what I wanted to do across. And so I said, this ain't working. So let's go a little different direction. And
So to kind of segue into that, is that what kind of led you into 3D printing, or what exactly got you into 3D printing? Because if you had the books going and all of that, like what was it that said, this is what I want to do, or I want to do more of this?
yeah, the whole idea, I wanted a 3D printer. I bought a CNC machine. I had $500. So I could do a CNC machine, or I could do a printer. And so that was my budget. And then I basically got a $500 gift from my mother-in-law, who had just done pretty good in the lottery. So that was our gift for Christmas.
Ooh.
Wow.
So I was like, cool. So I bought the CNC, or I got the CNC with that money, and then I used the other 500. I bought the Da Vinci, the printer, Da Vinci.
Da Vinci.
And the whole idea was the CNC to cut my own circuit boards, and the 3D printer was to make the cases. So the still was going to be make electronic products, because I could design, I could lay out the circuit board,
Right.
you know, I could cut the circuit board, I could make stuff, and then, you know, produce it, plastic case, and then, you know, take it from there. So that's why I had it. And then when I started playing with the 3D printer, I was just blown away what I could do with that thing.
Right.
Yeah, and you did
So-
a lot with the Da Vinci's. I mean,
Yeah,
you were like,
I mean,
Yeah.
the Da Vinci's like not exactly the cream of the crop, but you did a great job with it.
But at the time.
At the time, yeah, for sure.
Well, at the time too, there was a lot of people complaining about it on YouTube. I heard other people complaining
Yeah.
in chats and that, and,
Yeah, yeah.
and I was like, no, I fixed this, I fixed that. You can get it to, you know, print decent.
Yeah.
And so that's what started the videos. I got to put a video up to show them this is how you fix this.
Right, yeah,
And
for sure.
that's what started the 3D printing videos. It's just helping people get started with their printer, which to this day, really, that's the goal. That's the core of what my channel is just helping. Just like my books they're really entry-level electronics. That's why it's beginner. You know, it's embedded
so
C programming,
cool.
but it's really for beginners.
I love
And
it.
so
I know, I
the
love it.
3D printing is the same thing. I just have that passion for helping people get started. It really
That's
is.
amazing.
I mean, you got your hands in so many
I
things.
know.
How many side hustles do you have?
Chuck's like, I gotta work this and I gotta work
He's
this.
always
and I
got
gotta
an
work this.
angle,
He's like,
right?
I'm
Yeah.
here, I'm
It's
good.
it's that shotgun approach. You know, you gotta have multiple income streams.
Throw it against
For
the wall, see what
sure.
sticks. No,
Yeah.
hey, I mean,
Hey, don't put your eggs
all
all in one
about
basket,
passive
right?
revenue
Yeah,
streams.
for sure,
that's where
for
it's at.
sure.
Well, that's a great segue too. Let's talk about. So you've actually started selling products now under your own brand, right? What can you tell us about that?
Yeah, I mean, some of the early 3D prints I did on the channel. One was like a mailbox flag, and I sold that. Some clips for that I made for holding blinds and stuff. So I started selling those on eBay, and I teamed up with a business partner to sell some of these things on Amazon, and that went actually pretty well. So that's where the print farm came. So the print farm's running, you know, printing this stuff, making money for the channel. That really supported the channel for probably 3 years. Patreon was number 2 to that, you know. And so as the print farm grew, I'm like, I need a better price on filaments, but I need to buy in bulk.
Right.
So if I'm going to buy in bulk, to buy bulk, you know, when they like us to buy in different colors. This is what we're going to, because I mainly needed red and black.
Right.
So let's just buy in bulk and let's take the excess and
sell
that, you know, on eBay, Amazon, whatever. And so I left that to the business partner and said, okay, let's just get these in and get a nice, you know, get a decent box made, and let's throw the label on there, because I can advertise on the channel. I'll use it on the channel.
Right.
And that's what launched the Filament Friday filament.
Nice.
It was really out of a need for me, but I tested so many filaments, and I wanted a filament that was easy to print for a beginner.
Right.
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah, and so that's why we picked that filament, is that it melts really easy and it prints really smooth, and that's where that came about. And then he wanted to go further. He's like, well, let's go further with this, because I think you got a heck of a brand that you're not doing enough with in the Filament Friday.
True story.
Yeah, that's true.
And I said, well, you know, I got this collection of tools that I use. What if we turn this into a kit? And that just, with a few discussions back and forth, we narrowed it down to, like, you know, the 12 parts or 12 tools that are in that kit.
And I wish I brought it, because I have that kit.
Yeah, we have it too.
It's a good kit.
Yeah, we have it too. It's great.
Good selection of stuff.
It's so much good stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's all stuff we use all the time.
Yeah, the reaction to it has been absolutely amazing. I mean, we stocked like what we thought was 3 to 4 months worth, and it sold out. It sold out in 30 days.
Quit selling out, Chuck. Quit selling out.
So you're going to Murph. So are you going to be showing any of that stuff off there? And is there anything you're particularly excited to see at Murph this year?
You know, in general, I would just want to see Murph.
Yeah.
Are you doing a table, or are you going to be
are you
just
doing a
walking
table,
around?
or are you walking around?
I always sponsor it because that's like in my backyard. It's like 3 hours away, and I want that thing to continue. So Filament Friday always sponsors it, but that gives me a table. So I'll have something there, but I missed so much of Murph last year. I love the fact people came and talked to me. I'm not complaining about any of that. It's just awesome to see everybody, meet everybody.
Yeah.
But I at least want to be able to walk around and see what I missed, you know, last year. So there's some of the belt printers I'd like to see, some of the other stuff that's out there that I'm looking forward to, and it's just there's so much I miss. I can't even tell you, Travis. There's so many things I want to see.
Those belt printers and stuff.
Oh, I know, right?
Well, I'm all about like seeing more and more effort put toward the belt printer, and Chuck is somebody that does print farming too. You know, I would think your eyebrow might raise up at some opportunities that, you know, that could enable by just throwing a bucket at the end of one of those things and being able to crank products out.
Yeah, your little pieces and stuff.
You know, so I'm just kind of surprised that you don't hear more about it, and maybe it's just because right now it seems like the difficulty in getting it to work as well at a quality and be as easy to assemble and all that stuff is still in its infancy. But who knows? Who knows?
Yes, we've got many members of the chat saying, "I love my Filament Friday toolkit."
Awesome.
It's so great. It's so great. I know we keep telling Pooch, because Travis and I won't be at Murph, but so we're like, okay, you got to check out this and make sure you record about this and talk to this person. So he has a laundry list of things.
You should see Chuck last year was worried that there was a security issue, that people are going to like walk off with his 3D prints.
No,
and,
now we're like, okay,
you know, so maybe he's got a plan for that this year. I don't know. Well, Chuck, one of the last things I wanted to ask you about, one of the first things I wanted to comment on was you were actually one of the first people to clue me and probably a lot of people into Captubes, our sponsor tonight, and you've been a fan from the get-go, right, since they came on the scene. And you know, we had a couple discussions where I'm like, well, I'm a skeptic, right? Like, how good, you know, like, is PTFE really that bad? And it was interesting because there's a lot of things about a product, you know, even as specific as just the tube, that actually makes
a difference.
Mm-hmm. And I can vouch. I am a convert. But, you know, things that very small details can lead to a dramatic change in your product a lot of the time, which I'm sure you've seen doing a lot of print farming and stuff yourself.
Yeah, that's the thing with the print farm. I've seen everything over and over and over again, because, you know, they're running 24/7, and I've got, you know, multiple of these running.
Yeah.
So So and being an engineer, I'm always, you know, if something breaks, I want to make it better. I want to know why it broke, and so I'll analyze the heck out of it. And the Captubes, yeah, I met those guys at Murph like 3 years ago, 4 years ago, whatever. When they first went there, and I talked to them. They gave me a sample. They started explaining why it was better, and I'm like, ooh, this could solve some problems, you know?
Yeah.
And I said, but I was like, I was skeptical too at first. I was like, you know, PTFE tubes, great.
Yeah,
but
is
it,
it
but
that
it,
serious? Yeah, right. You're just like, it can't be that serious.
and so when I took it back home, and I had you know, one of the CR. Well, it was before that,
The
actually, on
CR10,
another
before
machine.
the CR10.
But yeah, the CR10 definitely had it. But I was like, well, let's try this, and I noticed instantly that I was getting better results, more even flow, and just a lot better performance. And I said, man, this stuff works. So I changed several machines, and that's really where I was sold on it.
Yeah, sort of. I honestly, it didn't even occur to me the additional temperature resistance making it, because like all it takes is a little bit of softening in, you know, if you don't have a full
Just
metal hot end where it's
up.
going in there,
Yeah.
you know, that's really, I think, probably the number one contributor. And then the tighter tolerance, obviously, so you don't have slop, you know, in your retraction and stuff like that too. So I was a convert, but for a long time I'm like, yeah, come on, is this a problem that, yeah, so. Anyway, that was interesting.
So we'll wrap up with one question from the chat. Eddie's asking, what do you see as the next big innovation in our space? So I would assume in the 3D printing space, what do you see as the next big innovation?
Honestly, I think the big thing I'd like to see, but the biggest thing I think is the slicer market.
Right.
You can see there's so many different slicers coming out now.
Right.
But we've got to get to the point where the slicers slice for us. There's just way too many settings for, you know, someone getting involved. It's kind of like when computers went from DOS to Windows. You know, suddenly a bunch more people could now use a computer, and so it kind of took off. And that's my age coming in, because I watched computers from, you know, when there weren't microcontrollers all the way up to, you know, what we have now.
Yeah.
And so I'm seeing the same thing here. As the slicer, to me, is the biggest hang up. It's too hard for the average person to use. So that's got to get tuned in to where this is the filament. These are the settings. This is what I'm printing. Take care of it.
What slicer do we have Ari use? Because Ari has her own printer, and so she has a slice.
She's
you know,
using
she's using Kira. Okay, you know, because I figure, okay, if my 8-year-old can use something, then anyone can use something, you know.
Well, and Kira's done a decent job of doing some presets and stuff.
Yeah, she just uses the base, like,
right,
generic
and there's
whatever
basic
the settings are, but.
And I think you're seeing more of that with slicers. But to Chuck's point, you know, you look at Octoprint and its integrated slicing. I mean, I think that the desire is there, and then the power user can still have the option.
Yeah.
You can get some dramatically different results depending on how you slice, or even how you just orient the product on the build plate, right?
Yeah,
and
that's
so,
crazy.
you know, we want this thing to be plug and play, but there's a lot of variables you have to kind of consider.
Far from that, I feel like.
Yeah, and I don't know if that's just a function of the technology, or, you know, we're just missing some secret sauce still, or maybe some combination of the two.
But I mean, if you look at where printers are now, I mean, the sub $200 printer, the Ender 3 that I use, at first I was skeptical of that thing, but I'm just sold on it. It just prints amazing.
Big fan of that.
For under $200.
Yeah.
And I still see people modifying it, doing different things to it. I'm like, just leave it alone for a while. You just print with it.
Yeah.
Go learn your slicer, because you will gain more by tuning your slicer and learning what your slicer can do than any improvement you can do to these printers now.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you can't make the printer better, but you'd be way ahead of the game if you improve your slicing, your understanding of the slicer.
Yeah,
I mean,
I feel like you can have the cheapest printer, and as long as you got the slicing dialed in, it still is going to work great. I mean, look at what Tom Jackson has done with it. You know, the simplified 3D.
Tom Jackson can do it.
If Tom Jackson can do it.
No, I'm saying he showed what you can do with a slicer and really make a cheap printer print well.
His CR10 profile and other ones, they're dialed, for sure.
Yeah.
Seriously.
So that's why I'm saying we got to get it's evolving, but to me that's the next revolution. That's where the slicers are going to get better.
No, that's a really good point. And maybe to take that just one step further, I would say as people are getting into this and learning about what slicing is, I've seen too many people not be methodical about their change try to change as few variables at a time,
One
so
thing
you
at a time.
can one thing at
so
a
you
time.
can see what difference
right?
it makes.
Because it's just so tempting. Like, oh well, maybe if I change this retraction, and there's so many things that you can change, and you're not going to know what moves the needle. And sometimes, if you're not paying attention and your printer's not even like mechanically dialed in, you're going to blame the filament, or you're going to,
like,
you know.
oh, this is off or
so
that's
you
off or
really
whatever.
need to lock down the variables
For sure.
and that's probably true for anything, right? That you're
Well, that's how I learned when I was racing stock cars. You would go in, you'd tune one thing at a time, and then do your laps. And did that help? So you slowly tuned your car to go faster by changing one thing at a time.
right.
And it's no different. That's how I approach the 3D printers.
Ooh, so perfect.
Well, Chuck, I want to thank you for taking the time. And if you want to hang out with us, we're going to go through a lot of the tags that everybody have sent us. And you're welcome to comment if you want. You're welcome to stay in the chat. What do you think? You want to hang out for a bit?
Yeah, I'll hang out. Sure.
Yeah, okay.
Great. All right,
cool.
let's do it.
So we're going to start the main show?
I think so, but do you want to do some updates first? Maybe
Yes,
some of
we
that?
have a couple follow-ups real quick.
Okay.
So the first thing we want to do before we start the main show is we have a special announcement. So last fortnight, Sean over at Art Mods did some swag for us with the Ketchy bottle. And he has since put that up on Teespring, and so we wanted to share that. So if you guys want to get some community ketchup swag,
Speaking of slicing,
I know it's all sliced up, and this is just the little artwork that he did. He's been doing some different ones. He actually just came out with a proto pasta one today too, a don't eat the pasta themed.
don't eat the pasta.
Don't eat the pasta. Don't eat it.
I don't think you should eat it.
Don't eat it. It's a bad idea. So check that out if you want to support. All proceeds go directly to Sean. We gave him the okay for that because we want to support him and his creativity.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Cool,
check that
Sean.
out. Check
Nice
that out.
job.
He's got sweatshirts, t-shirts, pillows, all kinds of good stuff.
Pillows?
I know. We're hoping to get a few things so that
Like
we can
throw
do a
pillows?
giveaway. Yes,
Like
and they come in pink.
Wow.
I know. It's
That's-
my favorite.
Yo, Sean, you fancy, buddy.
He's so fancy. I put that on the follow-up too. Okay, we don't need to talk about that again. Oh, so last time we had Slice Engineering on the show,
Yes, we
and
did.
we talked about
damn.
we were silly, and we talked about having like a gold-plated necklace to wear and all that.
Lo
good
and behold.
stuff. But this isn't about that. This is about seeing if you feel or you want to check out if the mosquito hot end will fit on your printer. And so you can actually
Like a
3D
printable
print
version.
a version of their hot end to kind of see the fitting for your printer. So I thought that was super cool. You could gold plate it. You could paint it gold. You could make it an earring.
Make
You
your
could
own.
make it a
Flave
pendant.
necklace,
I
man.
know,
I'm telling
you
you.
need that,
Wear the hot
Pooch.
end on a
You
chain.
so need that.
I
Chuck,
do.
Chuck, would you sport a Slice Engineering, a mosquito hot end gold plated? Would you wear that as a necklace?
No.
Maybe an earring.
He's so honest. He's like, no, that's garbage.
That's not Chuck's thing. Have you
yeah,
gotten to play with the mosquito at all? Or have you seen the
crazy.
mosquito work?
I've
Chuck?
seen it. I've
Yeah.
seen it. I have not played with it. No.
It's tiny.
So we're in the process of putting one on the G-Max right
Yeah,
now.
the Joel Max.
The Joel Max.
Yeah.
And I'm super excited about
Yeah,
that.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah,
we're-
it looks really interesting, but no, I there's so many other things on my list to get
I
done.
know. It's crazy. It's crazy. So real quick before we get into the main show, we want to talk about Captubes a little bit. So most people in the 3D printing space are aware of Captubes. Are you going to switch over to the Kitschy Cam?
Oh, yeah,
we
show
can
us the
show.
handy
So we
dandy
have the dark blue
dark
Captube
blue.
pieces here.
We only have small
I
pieces
know
because we use them all for everything.
I know we have them on all of our printers. So oh no!
Catch you cam down.
So
There
I
you go.
did want to announce that Captubes will be offering a very special edition black version, a black tube
Ooh.
at Murph. And it will be on their website starting at the same time. So when Murph starts, they will be offering that as well. And then they also recently added micro Swiss nozzles to their site. So we've got that in the doc. It's captubes.com/shop. And
Wow.
then
Captubes Black Edition.
Black Edition. And they also have red. They have red
I know,
on
I've
their
seen
website.
the red.
I
In
know,
fact,
they
I
had
think
that
Eddie,
for Valentine's Day.
Eddie's got some of the red.
We had a couple people that were talking about their printer colors, and I'm like, oh, you need to get the red version.
we
It's
need
so
some
cool.
red.
And actually, it's very interesting. So I didn't know. totally candid. I didn't know a ton about Captubes other than they're super cool. Everyone says they're the cool thing to have. But so I went on their website and I was researching about the different types and the XS versus the XL version and
TS.
Or TS, sorry,
XS.
TS, which is the
XL,
clearer version. It's a clear blue version versus the dark blue version and the process that they use
Right.
and why it's dark blue and all of that. And so it's very interesting. Science.
Nice.
I
That's
don't
the
do
basic
science.
answer.
It is the basic answer. So it's super interesting though. If you ever want to know kind of what the hype is about, go to captubes.com and then look at their About Us, because it's very, very interesting. I was like, whoa, this is a lot of info.
A lot of info.
It's
a lot of
great, though.
chemistry that goes into something
Dude,
like
right?
this. I mean, you can
think
feel
it's
how
not
slick
that,
it is just
You think
holding
it's
it.
not that serious. You're like, tubes, who cares, right?
It's so slippery.
I know, it's so cool. Anyway,
Is
so
it
that was our follow-up and our special announcements. But now...
Now, the main show.
That was weak sauce.
Oh.
Okay, the first one is you, Pooch. You snuck
I know,
us
I
in
snuck
at the
it
last
in
minute.
because it's so cool. Okay, so Chuck, I don't know if you saw this, Chuck, but this was shared earlier. This is up your alley, I think. We're gonna play it. The Flopotron.
Oh yeah.
We need audio.
Yeah, we do.
Hold on. Listen to this. So this is actually audio. Chuck, you might have to hear it on the stream later, or check out the link. But it's all these floppy drives and hard drives are playing the Star Wars
The
theme.
Star Wars theme. So how did they do it? It did say to find out more, click the link. I didn't click the link.
It's really quiet. Is that all the audio we got on that?
Yeah,
It's just
I got it maxed over here.
Wow. And I've got it cranked on the mixer, so... Well, you need to check out the link. It's very impressive, and it talks about the controller system that they're using to, like, actually get certain pitches out of the motors and stuff like that. And it brought up some interesting conversation around if, you know, people can do that with a 3D printer and get different frequencies out of steppers depending on how they control it. And
Somebody
I'm sure
did
it's
say
possible.
that. They were asking
Well,
if 3D printers could do it.
That's been done. I mean, I even did a video on it. I had the Star Wars theme playing on a Robo R1.
Yeah, I've seen
It
that
has
before.
been done.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so this
Yeah,
is just adding more instruments, perhaps. So you may get you a little bit.
You guys hadn't seen that on the
larger
3D printer before?
I feel
Not
like
to
I've
that-
seen something like that, but I forgot that. I didn't know Chuck did.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I think there's even in fact I know there's a site I linked to it in that video where you can bring in the music and it'll convert to G code so you can play it on your printer. So
That's cool.
Look at that.
Very cool.
Oh, and the chat's saying that they had some different Captubes that they've been sent and purchased with different colors, and I said they don't have a pink. They can't do it. I
Lauren
asked.
said, so there's a G code. Is there a plugin for brain's not working right now.
To make the printer make sounds, to make songs.
Yeah, like so how does that work, Chuck? If like you're taking G code and converting it to sound, like it has to be in your firmware.
yeah, well it's moving the stepper motor to a certain amount, and how fast it moves or how much it moves changes the pitch. You know, like when it's printing, you know, it's here.
Right.
Well, these guys have figured out how to tune that up so they get certain notes. You match those notes to the song, and now you send that G code to it, and then that G code is kind of like.
I wonder if you could you do it with like an Octoprint plugin? Like I feel like I've seen something. I don't know, but it'd have to modify your G code, like on the fly. I guess so. It'd either have to be embedded in the firmware.
They make the G code, you edit it, and then you just once you've got it all tuned, then you just plug the G code and it plays the music.
Very cool.
You got to go see my video. That's what you got to do. You got to watch my video.
I will go watch your video.
Yes, and the chat is saying, what is the chat saying? They're saying, oh, Tanya said she had hers playing A Nightmare Before Christmas. Let's see, Matt said he had his doing BB-8 sounds. They're talking about Murph. They're all excited and all the things you're going to have to bring back to us, Pooch. Oh, it's crazy.
I feel like I've been turned into a Sherpa.
I know. We're like, by the way, you have to bring us all these items.
Apparently, I'm running courier service these days, Chuck.
We love you, Pooch. We love you. Okay, so next we've got Terry shared Jimmy Shaw's Luby and Alinda. Oh, this was on. This is a dual color print.
Got on that.
This is
G-Tech.
on the G-Tech, yeah, and this is like a silver and black. That thing is huge.
It's super cool the way it kind of blends in the neck. I'm guessing it's just because they opted not to wipe clean, and it kind of creates a texture on the neck there.
Yeah,
too.
where is the purge tower? You think it's behind it?
Unless they're purging into the model and just like, because you can see it's not clean on the neck.
Tech thing is like a mixing thing. I don't know if does it actually have a purge tower?
I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, typically there's some degree of purge anytime, unless it's a multi-nozzle, and even then I would have thought.
I don't know how that works.
I don't either. That's cool though. That's pretty giant.
Seen some pretty cool Adelinda
I
models.
know.
Yeah.
We've never printed that.
Good share.
I feel like we're.
We don't print anything.
We don't. We're so terrible.
Our printers are broken.
I know. We have one working printer out of like
maintain
5.
your stuff.
I know. We're so terrible.
I just feel like you drive your car and it stops working, but it doesn't work anymore.
Whatever.
Our
You
cars
have to
don't
change
work
the
either.
oil.
Our cards don't work. Actually, Travis's card doesn't work. Awkward.
Oh, there's the Rep Raptor.
Oh, yes. So we've got Alkish One shared his Rep Raptor multicolor print. So he did this on a just a multi-setting on the palette. What's hilarious about this is it's actually standing on a bunch of Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that was the model that Travis did of the Sour Patch Kids, and the Rep Raptor is like.
Chuck, have you printed the Rep Raptor yet?
No.
No.
Oh.
Gotta get on it. See, you pose him over your failed prints. He's the boogeyman of 3D printing now. Carmelo did an awesome job with him.
He is really good.
Yeah.
He's pretty funny. We
Failed print. What's that?
Oh, look at
you know
Chuck.
what?
He's like, listen,
if you're like Chuck, you just don't have failed prints. And
no
then
problem, right?
Ah.
Sign me up for that. I need
Garbage can full.
yeah, exactly. Okay, let's see. What do we got next? Oh,
Mr. Bertram.
On the thing.
This
Oh,
was
yeah.
cool.
This is Mr. Bertram's got. So this was for Das Mia. This was a little vase that is her
that's her
logo.
logo.
Isn't
Look at
that so
that.
cool?
And people so nice doing other people's logos.
If you actually
and
go
stuff.
to the
Awesome.
next share was someone made a cookie cutter. Jordan made a cookie cutter for her too. I was like, well, what the heck?
Was there a contest or something?
No, they just said, Das Mia, we love you. You're amazing.
Wow.
And look, they made her cookie cutter.
Huh.
That's so cute.
Very cool, guys. Very nice.
I know.
Way to share
That's
the love.
so awesome. We don't get
The
any
Das
love. No,
Mia
I'm just
cookie
kidding.
Yes, yeah. Maybe make some cookies.
Maybe. Hey, Ari would love to make cookies.
Ari, can you make us some cookies?
Okay, next we've got original BFG. This is Brandon Langdon showed Mosaic's print. Oh, this is ridiculous. Okay, you might have to skip to the end. This is like this crazy polygon or so it's a spherical cage, and then it's got PVA. Yeah. So it all dilutes or it all dissolves off. And then in the middle is a solid dodecahedron or something inside of it. You can't.
They can barely see.
Yeah, you can barely see it, but it's actually a solid like dice in the middle of that.
That's pretty awesome.
Right?
Wait, and are you supposed to be able to roll and actually use this as some sort of functional
so I think
dungeon
it's
master
just for
die?
a cool thing, but
It's a neat pattern.
isn't that ridiculous?
Chuck, have you done much with soluble supports, PVA?
I tried it several years ago when it was first coming out. Actually, I got a sample from E3D back at Murph several years ago. So yes, I tried it. It was very, very difficult to print with.
Right?
So I didn't do much with it
It's
after.
better now, though. I feel like it's got to be better now.
Well, it's really hydrophilic. Like you have to make sure you store that stuff well.
Yeah.
Because it soaks up water like you wouldn't believe, more than nylon.
But I feel like I'm seeing more and more people using like the Palette 2 or the MMUs with it much more than prior.
Well, it certainly enables a lot cooler.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
I
mean,
actually
that's insane to
started
me.
because I used the Dimension U print printers. I started with dissolvable supports. So when I got my first actual 3D printer, or the Ultimaker, I had to relearn 3D printing because that's all I had used.
You were spoiled.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my gosh,
supports.
it was crazy. Yeah, he could basically print whatever he wanted because he knew it was.
It just made
fine.
a model and threw it in there, and it put supports all over it. It
Yeah.
dissolved
I feel like
off.
one of the rites of passage in 3D printing is like stabbing yourself in the hand from trying to cut
support
supports off. Right, Chuck?
Oh,
Everybody's got the wound.
I didn't have that for the first few years of my 3D printing.
My hands are all cut up from removing prints and cutting. Yeah, I've done it many times.
And Chuck is old school. He's a glass and glue stick guy.
Are you still?
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
No
pure-
It's the best.
Magigoo, no Magigoo in your corner, huh?
Unfortunately, I tried it. I prefer my PVA
glass-
glue.
It comes in his toolkit.
Okay, I know it does. It
Tried and
does.
true.
It does. Oh
Yeah,
man.
exactly. That's the exact glue I use. And what's funny is Angus did a review on it, and he had the same opinion as me. So we're in the same camp.
That's
Must be true.
It's the old timers. No.
Yeah.
All right.
I think you just called Angus old.
I know I did. Well, what do we got next? Oh, it's the
Oh,
Amber Alert. I thought we changed
Thank you
the
for
tone.
toning it down. I
We
think you just
toned it
turned
down.
it down.
We didn't have enough
We don't have
time
enough
to
time
change
to
it.
change it. Okay, we've got a minute in my makerspace this time, sponsored by Cyber Dustin.
Take it away.
Good
Let's take
evening,
it
Catchy
away.
fans. This is Cyber Dustin here. We're going to take a quick tour of the makerspace. Got CR10 kicking out Murph keychains.
I know we should have.
We've got the dog that's ever present.
Dog.
Say hi.
About his dog.
We'll
No,
talk
it's
about
definitely-
some- Oh,
Yeah,
so
that's not
cute.
gonna
I
happen.
think he's not talking.
We got the messy
Are
desk.
you messing with us, man?
Okay, there's his
putting the
bowl.
audio?
There's
Different
his bowl
projects
that
go
he
on
printed
there.
for his keychains.
Got the
Okay.
gaming
Thinking making
PC.
share it. Oh, look it. Is there no
Triple
another
monitor
rep
setup.
audio?
Those should be audio.
Well,
We got a
I
rep
mean,
box
no,
over
who
here
cares?
Oh, there's a
representing.
rep box.
Got filament storage.
We'll just
More
make our own
filament.
audio.
More
I know, we're
filament.
commenting on it.
More filament.
Oh, there's pink.
Got
Got a
What's
any
that rep
cubic
red?
console.
I-
It's
it
giving
might
me
have-
fits.
He's got all of that stuff.
I know
He did
he
those
does.
photos.
We've got
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
clone that's
that's
in
a
a bit of
giant printer.
disarray.
Oh, I'm sad we're not
It's
hearing
getting
the
close.
audio.
I don't know.
Not
if
quite
there is
done
audio.
yet. We got the
Is there
build
not?
plate
I
and
thought there
sled
was.
over here.
I mean, it's.
Gotta send that off and get it machined, but
Well, you know,
that's
the whole point is to
the
see
maker
space.
I know,
space.
see your space. Ooh,
Have a good one.
Wow.
Wait,
cool.
what is that?
He had a
What was all that?
crazy.
Looked
that
like a little
plastic?
paint booth or something.
Yeah, yeah.
No, it was over his printer. It was like a.
Oh, like
Oh,
an
his
enclosure?
homemade enclosure.
Yeah.
Chuck, have you enclosed any of your printers?
Yeah, well, it's the Da Vinci's were all
They can't
you
be
know enclosed.
Right.
When I started, all we really had was ABS, right? We didn't have TV.
Right.
So you want it enclosed. And I have Flashforge Dreamer that's that I use, so that's enclosed. But yeah, from time to time, I'll do like Joel did, make a cardboard box and put it over it.
Right.
And
Hey, whatever works.
it helps. It helps. It just, in fact, there was one project I was working on and never finished. I actually did a temperature control for like a light bulb. So the light bulb would light, you can turn it on and off, and it with a temperature control and keep a controlled chamber, controlled temperature chamber, just by turning the light bulb on and off.
Just using it
I
just
just-
easy bake oven style. You were using an incandescent light bulb.
Exactly. So I just never finished it or made the video out of it.
Well,
Yeah, how many videos do we
Get
have
on
like
that.
that?
No.
That are like, it's like every video I've
Didn't
ever
ever
filmed
finish
still
that,
sitting
right?
on my SD card. Or in your case, your iPad.
On your iPad,
Chuck?
right.
Yeah.
all right.
Exactly.
So next we've got April sharing. Now this is not a 3D printing related make.
What is
this,
that?
This is a little gnome, and it is
Oh, I see
this
his
is
nose.
a Ravenclaw gnome. So this is a Harry Potter themed. She's doing 4 different ones for the different Harry Potter houses. Next up is the Hufflepuff house, which we at the Womack house are excited about because we're all Hufflepuffs. So yeah, this is a little gnome, and I think she did the sewing. She did all of it for it. It's so cute.
See, and you were saying we needed to see some more sewing makes.
I know,
Not
and I'm so
so
so I
much
was
3D
so
printing.
excited
Asked
about it.
and delivered.
Yeah, so it's got it's got some sewing and some fluff and stuffing and
mixed
all kinds of
material.
good stuff.
Is it an inverted troll under the hat? Is
It's
that
a
what's happening?
gnome.
Well, I know it's a gnome, but I'm just
That's his
curious what its
beard.
nose and its beard. It looks like troll hair.
No, it's a
be.
gnome, like a garden gnome.
No, I
It's
know
so
it's a
cute.
gnome. I'm saying, what did they use to make the beard? Like,
Fluff.
just fluff. You just buy the fluff.
Buy the
Okay.
fluff.
All right.
Buy the fluff. All
That's
right.
very nice.
Next we've got so 3D Tanny. I don't know if you guys know, 3D Tanny has been doing a contest every month. So like last month was to print some tigers for a robotics team, and this year we
Change
have
the
a little video that is showing off what the new contest is. So we're gonna watch that real quick.
What's a leprechaun?
I want the gold.
Give me the gold.
What?
$100.
No.
Wow.
Ooh. serve me now.
Wow.
So
okay.
yes, so if you check out 3D at 3D Tanny, it shows all of the files that you need to print the little leprechaun guy. So you just print it, take a picture, answer a couple questions, and you could be entered to win one of several gift cards that are totaling up to $100. So I think there's like a $50 one, a couple $20 ones, $10, all that stuff. So
Very
definitely
cool.
check that out. Yeah, we need to print that. You know, Ari already has her leprechaun trap out. Do you have do your kids have a leprechaun trap?
No, we don't have a leprechaun trap.
We're all over it
I'm
here.
not particularly interested in capturing a leprechaun.
We aren't either, but apparently we have to have a trap, so that's how it works. All right, so next we've got Terry was sharing Thomas Lemmering's Flying Bird. Now, he was saying this is like a toy that he used to have as a kid. That you pull the string and it makes the wings flap. Did you ever see this before?
Yeah, at the mall, man.
Is that what it
all
is?
The time. Yeah.
So he was working on the balance and the weight and everything like that. So he finally got it to where it runs pretty much how he remembered as a kid.
So he did this all from memory.
From memory, yeah.
That's cool. I like it.
And it's pretty cool.
And it looks like it's pretty well balanced.
Yeah,
It's got his little
so
flap
flaps
going.
and stuff.
I wonder if you start messing. It looked like he had some weights maybe?
Yeah,
going
there's
on
a
it?
pull string on the bottom, and
Uh-huh.
you can see it.
That's cool, and he's going to share this model so other people.
I
Can
think
put their...
I think it's out there.
I can imagine just having a couple,
I
like
know how cool the kids
20
would love
of those,
that, right?
like just flapping, in the background. Yeah.
Flying all over
Very
the place.
Cool.
All right.
People are so creative.
I don't come up with anything that cool.
Good
So
job, Tom.
last episode we talked about Tom Jackson. We were talking about Tom earlier. He has his little frenzy brick. It's not really a contest or anything. It's just people. He has the model out there. If
Some
you
people
want.
do
He has
hex
like a
tiles.
faux,
Some
he
people
has like a
do,
faux brick wall, and he
Yeah.
said, "Oh, if you want to design a brick for my wall, I'll print it and put it up on the wall."
Yeah.
So Jordan did this for us. And
Oh,
look, it's
we
a
have a
community
brick.
ketchup brick. Oh,
I
it's
think
so great.
Tom is trying to trick people into building him a house.
Is that what it is?
3D print.
He's gonna have a 3D printing
That's not
house.
a bad idea, Like get enough people to send you
I
stuff
know,
and
you're
make
like,
a little
but
igloo.
he's printing all of it. He's not saying send it to me. He says just give me the model and I'll print it.
Okay, so he's providing the filament.
So this is ours. I think it's cute.
That is cool.
I think it's
It's
very
got
cool.
little manhole cover texture to
I
it.
like it. I think it's
Yeah.
cool.
I like it.
Very cool.
Thank you for doing that,
Thank you,
guys.
Jordan. That's awesome.
Yeah.
We always feel included then. All right, next we've got original BFG, which is Brandon Langdon shared. Now, I don't know, you got to check this out. So this is silicone sprite, and this is actually on Instagram. This is little silicone wearables that she does. And so you cut this out and it can stick to you, and it has little Arduino lights in it.
Oh, whoa.
How freaking cool is that?
Check this out, Chuck. We'll mix
Yeah.
Can Chuck
Arduino
even see
product.
this stuff? Is he clicking on
Yeah,
this
Chuck,
stuff?
do you have the stream
We
live
we
to where
should
you
give
can
him
see
the
Why does
it?
Chuck
so he
look
can
locked
follow
Oh,
up?
Chuck's frozen. Hi, Chuck.
We lost him. Maybe call him back, or I don't know.
don't know.
Or maybe we've lost.
We've lost
Don't
him.
worry, everybody. I'm sure Chuck, is fine.
okay.
He's not really frozen.
Or he's just really good at holding
He's really
still.
good. No, he's frozen.
That seemed like something in his wheelhouse.
We're hanging up on him.
You know what? You should send him a link to the doc though, so
Yeah,
he can
yeah,
at
yeah.
least see some of these.
I will
This is
do
totally
that.
in his wheelhouse. That's
Yeah.
cool. It reminds
Isn't
me
that
of
so
those like
cool?
those EKG monitor patch things.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, but
I can't tell how big it is.
So,
There's
but
no
if
banana.
you follow her stuff, she does all this crazy silicone, all these silicone artwork things that are just nuts, and they're all different colors, and it's crazy because it's all how she does the different colors and stuff. I was kind of checking it out. It's pretty neat. It's pretty cool.
It's a really
So
cool
definitely,
design.
you should check that out. So she's on Instagram. She's not on.
Good Insta share.
She's not on Twitter, I don't think.
All right.
We need to move over to Instagram
Oh,
too.
we do need to move over.
What do you mean move
kinda.
over?
Well, not move over,
Add
add.
Instagram.
You mean the ketchup specifically needs an Instagram?
Yeah,
Or
don't you
got-
think?
We
yeah,
have
why-
one. We just
why
don't
not?
use
I
it.
don't think we populate it. We need to do more visuals.
So what's
happening
next?
here?
I know I'm all messed up because Chuck messed us up.
It's the Rep Raptor strike.
It is the Rep Raptor strike.
All right, well,
the Rep
moving
Raptors
on.
Take
Going
us
here.
taking over.
We got 3D Tanny shared something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, what is
Oh
all this?
wait, what is this?
I don't know.
We'll go back to the link.
Oh, okay. So this was actually the reason I added this and not just in the shout outs was, so this was 3D Tanny. No. Somebody. Terry needed a piece for his CR10S, and 3D Tanny was like, hey, I have like 1 million of those. And so he just wanted to say thanks to 3D Tanny for saying, hey, thanks for sending me that piece. That was awesome of you to do that. And what I was wondering was, have you guys thought about, because I feel like there's a lot of times where a lot of people have like a bunch of random crap at their house and they're like, oh, I could totally just send this off to somebody, you know, if they needed it or whatever.
Yeah.
Is there any kind of site or anything out there right now where people can share like, hey, I have this abundance of stuff,
like specific to like
yeah,
things that you might use to
yeah,
make. Like I have a bunch
like
of
a bunch
solid
of lead
state
screws,
relays
yeah, or
that were left over from
something
a
that they're
project.
like, oh, I don't necessarily
Almost like
need
a
this or
what
whatever.
are they, like Upcycle and some of those websites, but specifically for maker components.
But to make for
a cool idea.
Yeah, I was just thinking, I was like, I don't know if there's a site for that.
Makers helping makers.
Yeah, that's what I felt like, and I didn't know if there was something like that.
I'm not aware of anything
already.
that specific, but I think it's a really cool idea because there's a lot of things in the projects that we all do where you oftentimes like can't buy just, you know, 1 or 2 of whatever you need for a project.
Yeah, you have to buy
And
just
so
like
if you
a
buy
ton
20
or whatever, right?
and then they end up just sitting around, and frankly,
And
I
you're like,
would
what the
much
heck am
rather
I
give
gonna-
them to somebody else than have them get thrown away.
Yeah, you're like, what am I going to do
or
with all
have
this?
to
or
store them
whatever?
for 10 years and then ultimately
Right.
throw them away.
Yeah, so I didn't know if there was anything or if anyone knew about anything that was out there that was like that. That was a site where, or if anyone had a website or anything like that that was like, hey, share this info.
Makers Anonymous.
No, you get what I
That's
mean
what
though, right? Oh, that's what the chat's saying.
Maker Cycle, trademark, Makers
Something
Anonymous.
like that, yeah. Just like where you could.
Repcord classifieds.
I mean, besides, yeah, because it's hard. I
Why
think
not?
with local stuff, you know, you don't necessarily have a lot of 3D printing people local.
Sure,
but-
you lost signal, Chuck. Sure,
I know.
sure.
He's like, I lost out. Well, he was on his iPad. Let's be nice.
No, we love having Chuck, and
I know, that was
always
awesome.
got
I'm
some
sorry.
great
I'm
insight.
sorry we lost him, but okay. So next, wait, go next. I'm pulling up my thing because my whole computer system got hosed. What's next? Oh, this was
Maker
It's a
Exchange.
multi-material maker
Oh,
coin.
yes. So this was super cool. So Brian Vine shared this. This is Terry's Maker Coin. So
Ooh.
it is CNC'd plus 3D printing plus something else, I think. So he CNC'd the base and then 3D
Mixed
printed
media,
the top.
baby.
I know,
This
right?
is a lot of.
Now, I don't know if these are
Like
something
I
that
think
he's...
you're going backwards.
You are going
I
backwards.
am.
I don't think this is something he's like giving away, maybe?
It would take quite a while to make
Right, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
That is
so
a heck of a route. Huh, interesting.
And that's like 3D printed on top.
yeah,
wow.
but
Wow,
I don't get,
okay.
is it like glued on top?
Probably.
Probably, huh? I thought it was cool.
Wood glue would probably be a good candidate.
Okay, but it's still cool.
It is. Or,
I like it. I
don't
like
know
the
if
mixed
glue will
media.
adhere to. And there's all kinds of different glues you could use to.
I
I mean,
like
hot
the mixed
glue.
media. I know, right? Oh, that's Ari's favorite.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Where are we at? Oh, yes.
Go
Oh, did
ahead.
you guys see this?
Uh huh.
This is insane.
I don't think I saw this.
Isn't this Paul's brainchild? This
Is that
one,
what it
or,
is?
Or maybe there's more than one of these.
Wait, maybe this isn't the one I saw. No, this is a different one. This isn't the one that switches. Is it?
Yeah, it rotates.
Yes, look!
Oh, look how excited you got right then. I love that. Yeah.
That's
wait,
ridiculous.
and
Oh, it
then-
doesn't show it. It
And then
doesn't
it
show it doing
rotates,
anything.
and then that's the end of the video.
No, there's another. I feel
Oh,
like there's
it
another
goes to part.
tag that we got though. That was a different one. Maybe
Well,
it's a
Paul
different thing.
Paul had one. Paul Pastelkus,
Yeah.
the
Yeah, yeah.
wizard of all things, and I mean, that guy's brilliant. But he had and it had 5 or 6 heads on it, I think.
Man, right? Like, how is that?
I did see another one. That
Yeah,
was
there's
somebody
another one
tagged,
we have
yeah.
tonight that says that.
It's a really cool concept. I'm curious to know. I would solicit feedback on how much it's affecting your overall speed, given how much mass it's adding to the print head. Because that
Yeah.
makes it pretty heavy. And ideally, you want to keep that as if you want to get your speed up, but maybe for just standard slow printing, you're trading off your speed for your multi-material
or
abilities.
multicolor or what have you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. That's cool though.
But I think we're going to see a lot of that creative stuff between the tool changer
Dude, I
being
think so,
reduced.
too.
Murph is going to be really interesting this year.
Don't talk about
a
it.
lot of interesting stuff.
It's going to make me cry. You're going to make me cry, Pooch. All right. We've got, this was insane.
In the
So
brain.
Nick showed this one. This is Fernando. So our buddy Fernando
this
makes
is his-
amazing vases. This is now a software that he has developed.
Vase software.
That is a vase software, and you can basically put in like a basic shape that you want, and then adjust it to be able to create
Using
your
the
own
curves.
vase.
It's barbed. Why would anybody? It's like don't touch my vase.
Don't touch my vase.
chalice.
Okay, but
There's
I think
probably, like,
I'm sure you
settings
can
for the
change that.
barbs.
Yeah,
Chalice vase.
isn't that crazy?
It's very cool.
And I think it's free.
What?
He just put it out there.
Wow.
Another reason why Fernando is
Fernando,
amazing.
first winner of the Ketchy.
He was.
We are way overdue for another Ketchy.
way overdue. That was supposed to be every quarter. Yeah, we are
Wow, man, way to.
way. That's
what
amazing.
What have you been doing with your life? you
Right?
know?
Not that. Not anything
making
that
vase
cool.
software.
Right?
Spiky.
Spiky vase. What other textures? Does it have like a fish scale on it too?
I don't know.
So
That's
it's-
cool.
it's
Oh, look
interesting.
at that
It's got-
one. Ooh, that looks like rope almost.
Have you guys ever done velocity painting?
No,
I
don't even
haven't.
talk to
I've
me
always
about it. It's
wanted
so
to.
complicated.
But this takes it even
I
further.
know.
He's just
It's
got
so nuts.
actual texture, not like taking a bitmap and applying a.
Yeah, the chat's
Skin,
saying
that's
that they
neat.
that they've used it. So cool. So cool.
And so you just model. You can just
I think
start
you
with.
literally
What do you just
start
start with
a
the cylinder?
and go from
And
there.
then it's like
Yeah.
It
sculpt
looks like
your
it's all
shape.
curved based.
What
like
is
you
it
use
called?
A curve and like you just.
Yeah, but then I think you can take
And it
those textures
uses
and stuff off of
OpenSCAD?
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's basically just feeding variables into like OpenSCAD on the fly with
Yeah,
something like
but it's
that. Or,
easier
well,
to use
sorry to
than
oversimplify.
it's
Fernando.
easier
I
to
couldn't do
use
it.
than the because I think he was talking about some of the customizers and some of the other slicers,
Right.
And this is much easier.
The UX on it, the UI
Yeah.
is really cool. I like
It's
it.
awesome.
Looks great.
Yeah.
Good design.
Oof, so cool. All right, what do we got next? Ooh, we've got another
Minute in my makerspace.
minute in my makerspace. So this is submitted
Okay,
for Mad Monkey.
this is a happy moment for me. I've got
Why do we have no audio?
I think it's just super.
Printers,
Can you boost it
lights,
to 200% on the?
coffee,
If we have to. we can
failed
start over.
prints,
But we know that
more
it's on some
printers.
of them 'cause we heard it on the other one.
Yeah, we heard it.
Shelf's gonna go up there for some of this
He's
stuff.
building his new makerspace too. He's just getting it set up.
Just gotta keep working
Oh,
on
there
it.
is.
There's
But
audio.
I have two printers that are happy and singing,
Start over.
freshly updated and rocking.
Here, send it in the chat. It said we have audio.
Oh, this might look familiar to some.
Hold on, let me start it over.
Okay, this is a happy moment for me. I've got printers, lights, coffee, failed prints, more printers. Shelf's gonna go up there for some of this stuff. Just gotta keep working on it, but I have two printers that are happy and singing, freshly updated and rocking.
Looking good, man. Got rid of that ugly green wall. Was that your
Oh, this might look familiar to some.
Or Joel. He was
Could
printing
be.
last. And if you want to check it out, actually, Jordan has another video down in the practical prints on the dock that shows some of the most recent stuff he's been coming up with. It was some cord cable management stuff, and he was printing those. And so if you check that out, there's another minute in my makerspace that he had on there. Very nice. So let's talk about something that we aren't. And that's Chris
that we
shared.
aren't talking about?
No, we aren't
That we
one
just
of these
aren't?
items. Yeah. So
not
Chris
confusing.
shared Big Nick Timelow's Pillars of the Community.
I love this.
Which we aren't. I'm just kidding.
Yet.
Yet.
Somebody make us a pillar.
Somebody make us a pillar.
I want to be a pillar. Yeah, I don't think you get to just request to be a pillar.
We can make our own, he said, and I was like, wah,
Well,
wah.
That's a little vain.
I
I don't think
know,
you should be able
I
to. It's like awarding yourself.
I felt like that too. too.
And
I
you
feel
know,
like that's
I'm a very humble
terrible.
person, so I don't just make myself a pillar. You know, so this is good.
Hey,
I
your
like
red
it.
cord R would look nice as a pillar.
I mean, if Tinker's got one, just saying.
They're saying in the chat that we're bitter.
Not bitter.
We're not bitter.
Not bitter. What's the one in the
Anyways,
back? It looks like
I
Saturn.
don't know the Saturn. I know the planet. These are great. Though.
That's
Who is that? I didn't know who that was.
It'll come to me later.
Okay.
I'm sure.
So yes, anyway, these are awesome. Nick made these, that's Bugman140, made these pillars of the community. And actually, he did upload a blank pillar. Should you decide to make your own pillar, he would happily accept it and upload it to his Thingiverse page. But these were a few that he had worked on prior.
I can't make myself a pillar.
I'm making you one.
Just make it like a little bit.
Well, we'll just all make each other's, and
Hey,
then it doesn't.
can my pillar be pink though? Is that weird?
Pink pillars.
I think
Sounds
it's
good to
okay.
me.
I think
What
it's good to me
filament
too.
is that? Is that the
That's
marble?
like the marble. Yeah, yeah.
I like it.
I like that stuff. Nice.
I like it a
Were
lot.
these even printed, or is that just a render?
No, that's printed.
Uh,
Those are printed. Stop it. They're printed. Stop it.
No, those are printed.
They're printed. Okay. Next
I
we
think.
they're printed. Stop it. Next we've got a skewed view shared metal casting of Apex Legends. Now I haven't played this game.
You said they were gonna do it.
Have you played this game?
No, I don't.
everybody's like.
Everybody's
gamer.
playing this
About
game,
this
right? This
Not
is
a
their
gamer.
Apex Legends. So you know they're in cahoots with that.
Yeah,
Casting.
Illumatube.
Yeah,
Illuma,
I think that's what it is.
Illumatube.
And they're casting like all their stuff.
There it is.
Oh, there it is, Illumatube. Ooh.
Yeah. So we gotta get that volume right on the. Is that all the?
I hate that it doesn't let me maximize it once it's a Twitter link.
Huh.
You have to click on it and then go.
You gotta
through,
take it to
yeah.
YouTube. Well, how? Okay, so this is like an Apex Legends preview.
Yeah, that's good.
I saw somebody print that thing, whatever it was before, the triangle with the spider legs. Gotta add your sand.
Yeah, we
Casting stand.
casting is freaking awesome.
Right? We need to do that stuff.
No,
I would not.
I don't want to do
It
that.
seems like a lot of chemicals.
It seems very hot.
Hot?
It's a heck of a shiv.
Whoa, buddy.
Look at that.
Okay, go to the end. I want to see it in all its glory. Oh, they're saying they don't
That's
have
like-
audio again.
It's kind of hand. I
Oh,
think it's just.
that
really-
looks sharp.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's a shiv.
It's just a little bit of music, anyways. We
Okay,
don't need any audio.
so-
Dab.
So,
Man, they do some amazing work. Look at all those, man. Let's see, like
Dude,
an
that's
old
nuts.
school.
oh, he's trying to get the pineapple, the watermelon.
Ah!
It's a
That's
right
gnarly,
in your
dude.
zone.
It's a green pineapple.
Gnarly,
Is that
gnarly.
Like a batleth, the old like Klingon battle weapon, or similar.
In the background,
Yeah, no, that's not.
he's casted a lot of weapons.
Dude, most of those are skewed
Skewed views.
views. They're
Oof.
saying the audio's jumping all around.
Brutal. Sorry, guys.
Anyway,
Oh, is it all of our audio or just the audio?
just the
for
audio. I think when
for the
we're
computer.
on the videos.
We
That's
need
okay.
To mess with our audio next time.
Okay, so next we've got Matt shared Strong Hero 3D. Dude, this is ridiculous. Dude, look at that. It's so cool. So this is a dual color print.
It's a Klein bottle.
This is a dual color print. It's gold and then a rainbow filament.
That's a cool idea.
That's ridiculous, right? I was
Yeah.
like, this looks so cool. It almost looks like a pineapple.
I
Hey, do you
haven't
guys
seen
know what a
anybody-
Klein bottle is? You ever heard of a Mobius strip?
Yeah.
So it's like the 3D representation of something with supposedly like an infinite surface area. Like if you think about
Dude, it's so cool.
what the outside of it becomes the inside of the.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So it's like a 3D version of a Mobius.
Isn't that so?
It's a really cool idea to actually
Do the
mix those two
rainbow.
type of filaments.
Yeah,
in.
because it
Wild
makes,
texturing.
Yeah, the gold is so cool on the forefront and then the rainbow in the background.
You know, I gotta say, the multi-color, multi-material thing, as much as we're like, oh, you know, is it really that exciting of a 3D printing advancement? Well, yes, for the depth that I think it allows you to add without having to be good at
Dude,
painting.
right?
And all that stuff.
Yeah.
So it's just
Especially when
something
you
like
do something
this.
like that.
Yeah.
Or like think about it even with like black and the rainbow depth.
Yeah.
you know, the depth of field with that. It's cool though, on this type of model. It's so
Wait,
cool.
how is this actually like achieving?
This is a dual color.
Is it
So
the
there's a
mix?
secondary
There's
nozzle?
2 nozzles on the top.
Okay, I couldn't tell
Yeah,
from
isn't that
bottom.
nuts? I think that's cool looking.
And then it's just using a transition spool. Yeah. What a great idea.
We have another minute in my makerspace. We got minute in my makerspace. This is Terry's makerspace.
Hey there, Community Ketchup.
Oh,
Just
can we
thought
hear
I'd
it?
show you guys my makerspace. So over there I got my soldering station
Soldering.
and a little
Crank it
laser
up, man.
etcher, 3D pen, my pegboard for my tools,
Got a soldering
Industry Pro, and CR10S. I made a custom enclosure for that.
Nice.
Plywood and
like.
plexiglass. Dehydrator set up for printing and drying at the same time.
There we go.
And of course, your sponsors this week are Captubes.
Captubes.
So I got them
Look
on
at
both
the
printers.
Captubes on there.
And
Shout out.
there you have
Shout
it.
out.
That's my
Thanks,
space.
Terry.
Thanks for watching.
Oh, that's a nice little space. Now, Terry, is that in your house? Is that in your garage? Is that...
Terry, you know he can't hear you. Well, he can't respond to you.
Not
waiting.
immediately.
He
You're
can in the
waiting.
chat.
You want like immediate
I do want immediate
response.
Well, he shared
Yeah.
this too, so we can talk about
at
this
least
while
30.
we're waiting for him.
Oh, yeah, this is a great one. So this is,
Oh.
which we've seen lots and lots of this in the community, of course. This is printing prosthetics for children
Was
and
the
people with
helping
disabilities. This is actually a different one. This is called Team Unlimited.
Okay.
And what I really like about this is it is very accessible for anyone to go and print. So if you go to Team Unlimited, Unlimb, like limb showing there on the bottom.
They're offering these for free.
Yes.
Yeah.
So these are free to people in need, and anyone can go onto the site and get the files and pick someone to sponsor and download and print the files and send them out to somebody specifically. It's
I feel like
freaking
there was
amazing.
some like she's got some flair added to that, or maybe it's just the design of it. I couldn't tell
Maybe.
if like they're doing some little like fun customizations.
Like different colors and
Yeah,
stuff, or
that's
bling
amazing.
on them or whatever. So anyway, so if you, I just love this because, you know, to me, this is really what 3D printing is all about: innovation and helping in instances where, you know,
That
people
stuff-
may have limitations or anything
Well, that
like
stuff
that.
normally costs
Yeah,
like
it's
so
so
much.
expensive, and so if we can make something that is, you know, so cheap for any of us to print, whatever. So if you check this out, it is teamunlimited.org.
I see what they did there.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So if you check them out, you can actually go on and see they have, like, you can check people to sponsor or whatever and print out the files and then send them to them and they will donate them.
Very cool.
Freaking awesome.
Terry-
Love it.
Follow up on the last question. Terry says it's in his basement.
Yeah.
Very nice. Terry, we don't have basements here.
Yeah, no, we don't really do basements. We don't have tornadoes and.
And if you wanted to,
Harsh
I
frost.
actually did
Permafrost.
include the link for Team Unlimited in the doc under the link for that Terry shared. I shared the link for that website. So check that out.
You know,
It's
one
very
of,
cool.
one of the things on that note, and I remember from the Helping Hands project and some of the stuff
Yeah.
that people don't keep in mind is that kids grow so fast.
Oh my gosh, they have to have a new one like
that
every
they
few
need,
months.
and that's historically been super expensive, which is
Yeah.
why projects like this are like so important.
Yeah.
Because one person you sponsor, next year may need a
Dude,
different
or
one
not
and a
even
different
a
one.
year. I mean, you're talking like 6 months for some kids.
Right.
Your kid has a growth spurt, and they're like, "Yeah, this doesn't fit me anymore," or whatever. And it's so cheap for us to do that.
Oh, man.
But it could cost them thousands upon thousands of dollars to have something like that
I think
made.
it's a fantastic
it's
use of
freaking
the
epic.
resource.
Love it.
Crowdsourcing prosthetics.
Right? So cool.
Neat.
Okay, so next we've got Terry again. Terry, you're an overachiever of sharing this week.
Does Terry
This
get the
fortnight.
overshare
He gets the
award?
overshare award, which is
Overshare.
okay.
No,
We
you
love
can't
it.
overshare. No, we
Oh.
don't want to ever criticize for
No,
that.
they're saying they can't hear us again. The audio's messed up.
I
Can't hear us? Or they
No,
can't
they're
hear-
saying y'all are just screwing with us on the audio.
I don't know what to say. Like if it's dropping out, I don't.
Yeah, can you not hear us, or do we sound weird? Let us know. Okay, Terry shared
Now this
cat,
thing gets too loud.
cat 3D. Oh no, Brian's saying he muted it. Terry shared
Jeez.
Cat 3D's 3D printing for casting. Okay, so I included a couple links here. So Cat was doing some jewelry printing.
On
And
SLA.
Wow.
yeah, isn't that nuts? So update to this though was apparently her oven, her something
Is that a
blew out.
Is that a Moe?
No, it's not.
What is
No,
that?
it's a different
doesn't look like
it's a different SLA printer. Did you click on the other links
Not yet.
that I shared?
Huh.
There's some other ones too. That so oh yeah, here we go. Here's all the rings and stuff. She took all of the supports and stuff off, so she was gonna cast these, and then she has an oven to like almost like a kiln to fire them, and it blew in her house. The 220 blew, so she's trying to work that out to get that fixed. Too
much power.
Oh, she shocked herself. Yeah, that's what Terry was saying. She shocked herself. Yeah, like pretty bad, I guess.
On 220?
So
Yeah,
she's trying to figure
that'll
that
bite
out
you.
about getting her her stuff back set up. Oh yeah, here's we go.
Wow. Ouch. Sorry, Cat.
I know. So she's trying to cast some jewelry though. It's going to be pretty cool stuff.
That magnifier looks creepy. It
So-
looks like a little like
I know.
alien face.
Well, you know she does dental prosthetics. She does
Yeah.
like that's
That's her
like
gig.
her gig. That's her day
jam.
job. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
And so she's all about that. But this stuff is so cool. I can imagine like those
Attention,
leaves
that's
as
amazing.
pendants and stuff.
Yeah.
So cool.
Wow.
So cool. Well, Kat, I hope we get that fixed out because it's awesome. I want to see more stuff like that.
Right?
I love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right. Next, we've got Brandon Langdon. Brandon shared a lot this fortnight also.
Terry's trying to go head to head with Brandon on
I
the
think
shares.
so. I think so.
like it.
This was Mosaic's multicolored TPU print. So this was pretty cool. So I know we've been talking a lot about multicolor and about, PVA supports dissolvable. So this is actually a full TPU print. And if you watch till the end, they actually take it off and bounce it around. Oh,
They're
look at
foosballs.
that, right?
Foosballs.
That's perfect.
Put it
oh,
in
I
the
just love
foosball
it.
table.
Love it, love it, love it.
Actually, that would be a cool project. You could 3D print little foos for the foosball
Hey,
table.
we were just looking at foosball tables. Actually, we saw some at the thrift store, and we were like, "Oh, but they don't have any balls. Could we print the foosballs?"
There you go.
I know.
Foosballs. Yeah, sure. I mean, a lot of times they're just a hard,
Like a ping pong ball type
no,
of
they're
thing,
way
or
more dense.
harder
They're
than
harder
that.
Yeah.
But yeah, those were pretty
I used
cool.
to be a decent foo
Look at you,
foo
fancy.
fighter in the day.
Fancy,
I don't know.
fancy.
You were in the
That's
Foo
not a thing.
Fighters?
You were in the Foo Fighters? I don't think so. Okay, next we've got
I've
Terry.
seen them though.
Terry
Yeah.
sharing Chris Mayhew's submarine. Did you see this? Oh, it's on Instagram. Oh, yes, this was great. So he 3D printed this and put it in his fish tank.
What is that sound coming?
I don't know.
I think it's because you got the boost so
Oh, on the
cranked
other.
up on the computer.
Oh.
It just seems to kind of come back every once in a while. I don't know
That isn't that nuts though? Look at that.
why. Enhance.
You can't do that on Instagram.
Like, well, I mean, I guess I could make it go.
Wait, you can't pinch to zoom?
Oh, scroll down though. So this was in his cool fish tank.
There
Look
it
at
is.
that!
There it is.
That's all 3D printed, I think, right? I think that's what I heard.
It looks
or what
like
I
it.
saw.
You think that's what you're
Yeah,
hearing?
that's what I saw, right? And so the only thing he said was that he keeps putting he was putting real plants in there and the fish kept eating them. So he was having to change it out.
The fish kept eating the plants?
The real plants. So he has to put plastic
Dude,
ones in
feed
it.
your fish.
I know, right? They're all starving. Jeez. What do we got next? Oh my gosh, more multicolor printing. David Shorey sharing more multicolor printing.
I am a Shory fanboy.
You are a Shorey fanboy.
Show me some Shory.
What is this? Let's see. Oh, so no, this was the other head thing that I saw.
Yeah.
So that's not probably
Settle down, Davis.
not safe for work, right? Okay, no, but look, it switches.
Yeah.
What
Full
is
changer.
that machine?
Science.
I don't do science.
You don't do science?
I'm bad with science.
You should really get on board with science.
I should,
It's some
apparently.
amazing stuff.
So this is, I put this in the want to know more too because I'm so confused because what is he doing with all this and where is this
Servos, man.
magic coming from?
What wizardry is this?
Right?
It seems
What?
pretty fast.
How come
too.
I've never seen any of
Okay,
this on the
it's
market?
Multiple heads, but you know what? I think it's purging.
I think it's just rotating to purge the filament is what it was.
It just switched to another color.
Right,
totally
but it switches the colors by rotating the head, but then instead of doing a purge tower, it's spitting it out into
that
little
side gig
filament.
Dude, that's insane.
Sucker thingy.
Whatever, it's cool.
Oh man, that's
who makes that though? Did Shory make that?
I don't know.
I'm so confused.
Did Shory just save it?
No,
Let's
it
read.
just
Let's
says
read.
multicolor
Remember
printer.
we learned our lesson
I know.
last time. Read.
Flexion extruder.
Flexion extruder. H series machine.
No, that is not a thing.
That's what it says right there.
I get that that's what it says, but I'm saying that's not a thing that like people will have.
People have.
Well, I don't think this
other
is
than
about
Shory.
people having it.
I want it though.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You
David, could you please send one of these to Heather? She wants it.
I'm going
Thank you
for
Veruca
salt on it.
You
I
would
want
not-
it now.
No, it's really good.
But Daddy, I want it now.
I want it now. Okay, that thing is cool. Anyways, next we've got Mr. Bootram sharing. Lewis Harris Rocketeer. Okay, and the reason I added this,
People love
click
the
on it,
Hold on.
show it.
Chris says, shame on you. Joel went to the factory and did an interview and demo on this like a year ago.
Okay, well, I'm not cool. I have no idea what's happening.
You know, if there was a show called Community Ketchup a year ago,
We would have known about
we would
it.
have known about that, Chris.
Yeah, but we don't now. But we do
Thanks
now.
for sharing that with us.
We're
a
not
year
a
ago.
year. We're not at a year yet.
Also, we'll just make sure we go back through Joel's back catalog of all his videos before next episode.
Yeah, because we totally have time for that.
Jerk.
Okay, so my question about this. So this is 3D printed, right? So my question to the community is, how many people are 3D printing their own figurines and not buying them anymore?
No, I still buy mine, but I keep them in the box so they don't lose value.
You do?
Do not. You're
Yeah.
such a
You
liar.
even buy a
What was the last figurine you bought?
He-Man.
In 1982?
Yeah. Still sitting on the top shelf in the box.
Was it Skeletor or was it
No,
He-Man?
it was He-Man.
I never got Skeletor's rare.
Skeletor.
Anyway,
I wish
this
I
is
had
insane.
Skeletor.
This is 3D printed and painted.
Wally Gator.
Wally Gator.
He's awesome.
Yeah, that's his Rocketeer.
Man.
Right? It's so cool. I just don't have any
really
time
like
for
the
it.
Rocketeer. That now is that because
Somebody was going to make a helmet.
what's
And
his
print it.
Broken Nerd
Yeah.
Did he make a helmet?
did a helmet. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did, and
What
he
happened
was
to Broken
commissioned.
Nerd? I haven't seen him.
I haven't seen
in a
him
while.
seen
in
him in a
forever,
while.
dude.
I haven't seen him in a while. We should have him on here at some point if we can.
What? Jeez, who's blowing us up?
It's all these people tagging.
Oh my
Community
gosh,
Ketchup
Community
stuff.
Ketchup,
You're
it's too
We're
late.
going right now.
We are on right now.
Yeah.
Okay, next. Guess what we've got?
I wish I could paint like that too, Mr. Bertram.
Catchies in the Wild.
Oh, is that a
Show
segment
'em.
now? Catchies in the Wild?
Oh, look at that
How many
one.
Catchies?
Oh, it's so cute.
Wow.
That looks like mustard.
Go.
Ooh, golden
That looks like
catchy.
mustard. Go to the next one.
He's
No, I'm
so-
just kidding.
He's so bold, that catchy.
Ooh, Steve Abrams said he bought a Coraline figure from work. Oh, look at that one. That
Red
one's a good one.
Coraline.
That's a red one. Oh, filaments.ca, last fortnight's sponsor.
Love that Canadian PLA.
I know. What's this one? Oh, look at that one's green.
Catchies abound.
No, what is that? Bronze?
It's I don't know. Has anybody done it in a protopasta like with the
Seafoam.
polish yet? Like a copper catchy?
But the next one's, I
catchy.
think the next one's red. Glitter.
copper
Do one on the Moai.
I know we did do one. No, that's the same one.
Yeah, so that's what you put in there.
That's not
Mustardy.
good. My bad.
Doesn't have the same ring to it.
Where's the one that
I
was
didn't
all
do
flexible
that one. The
and
flexible one. I don't know.
Mustardy, the partner in crime, should have like the pointy head, but he should be called Mr. Mustard
They
or Colonel Mustard.
Colonel
actually.
Mustard. Yeah, Colonel Mustard. They said that's.
Catchy's friend.
Oh, Chris says if you mustard, please do it in the toilet.
Why would you repeat that?
Gross. Okay, next show Artobots shared.
Wait, here.
Oh,
Don't
sorry.
encourage him.
Shared. Oh, look, it's a bendy.
Flexi catchy.
Flexi
Hashtag
catchy.
Flexi catchy.
That is
It just
awesome.
looks like it should.
He almost looks like he could be
made
like
to
if you
be
could print it big
flexy.
enough, he could be like a punching bag. Catchy punching
Or you
bag.
could put a couple holes, like put a hole in his mouth and squeeze the ketchup
Oh,
out.
don't do that. That's gross.
You love that. You love
yeah,
that
you'd
gift.
love that as a gift. Exactly.
Does it, like you could
Those are
print?
nasty
How
gifts.
big would it need to be like that thing like the kids would have, like the old bopper toy,
Yeah,
and they could just boom.
that's
boom,
terrible. Don't do that.
Work the body. and the head
They
will
said that
fall.
you should call him Dijon.
Dijon.
Okay, next we've
It's
got.
a fancy name. Like
Hello, Dijon. Okay, did you see this one? This is pretty funny.
What am I clicking
Steve.
Okay, but no, go to the click on that one.
This?
It's hug in a box. It's so cute.
Hug
You
in a box.
This is if you want to send somebody
Oh,
a
this
hug.
is the
Oh, this
Monster
guy
Maker
is
guy.
Monster Maker, yes. So if you haven't followed
Whoa.
Monster Maker, he's kind of creepy. Look at his face.
It looks like the Pee-wee's Playhouse.
It kind of does.
making-
Okay, but go to the end.
Why haven't I seen this? That is.
You haven't
Oh
seen
my
that guy? I know
God.
he doesn't have enough followers.
Steve was saying that we should have him on.
Who's
Yeah,
this
Steve
guy?
said
I've
we should
never
have
even
him
heard
on.
his. I mean, his
Wait, that's
production
not
quality
it.
is
You went
pretty
too
good.
far.
Oh,
Oh,
too
wait, no,
far.
here we go. So stand here for a hug.
There's a shop vac
You have to
involved.
turn on the back. Oh, it's so cute, though. It reminds me of, like,
Stand there.
Baymax. So stand here. Oh, look. Oh, it's going to give you a hug. Oh, it's so cute.
That's rad.
That's so cute.
I like.
Oh, it's so cute.
Wait, who's hugging who here? Yeah, that's a solid embrace there, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh no,
So-
he's dancing.
Oh, dancing. See, Steve says we need to have him on the show.
Yeah, go
His mask freaks me out. Does he wear that all the time?
Monster Maker.
Yeah, every video I looked at, it was
He has
What's
that
his
mask
tag
on. How
say?
can we
What is
see
his
Maker
through that?
Monster.
Wait, it's not Monster Maker. It's Maker Monster.
Yeah.
No, I thought it's Monster
Did
Maker.
he make up that?
Let's click
that
on it.
That
head?
mask? It creeps me out, dude.
It's the Maker Monster.
I think.
Go subscribe to him.
Okay, go
'Cause
subscribe.
This is great.
What's he got? 2 points. He talks to his mailbox. That's like
freaks me
it's like
out.
Pee-wee's Playhouse.
Oh,
Ah!
God, it creeps me out in the face. How does
I like his drill
see?
press. It's got like.
Oh,
He said
got-
he's one of Steve's favorite
Yeah,
makers.
Steve
right
said that's one of his favorites.
Monster
Oh.
Maker. I mean, you gotta give it. To
Everyone
him.
says
It's
WTF.
creative.
What is this?
It's
Look at his
creative.
face through the face.
How can
Freaks
you
me out.
Oh, he's got eye holes. Okay, well,
I
how
get
does he
it, but
see?
it still freaks me out. It still
We
freaks
should
me
have Ari
out.
watch
I mean,
it.
the way
Ari
his
would be
beard blends
scared.
with the face thing.
Ari would be so
I would like to
scared.
get Ari's impression of that.
She would be like, hell to the no, I'm not talking to
What are
that
we doing
guy.
here? What are we doing here?
I don't know. Okay, stop. We've got other things
Wait,
to talk about.
something. Oh, he's twisting.
What is he making? Oh,
He's
this is
making
part
his
of the
own
hug in
bar-
the box.
he's
No,
making
this
his
is
own
part of the
barbed
hug in the
wire.
box. What? It's a barbed wire.
Yeah. What's he do?
The
What?
chat is getting
Hey,
scared.
hey, come on though. That was pretty cool. It's not quite Chuck's
Oh, I
stop
think he's
motion.
modeling what
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
make.
Yeah.
Oh wow,
Hey, that's a
dude,
neat
that's
edit.
this guy's a
detailed.
pretty
Dude,
intense
he's
maker.
yeah,
If I
dang.
didn't have to look at him, I don't know
If I didn't have to look at
I don't
his
know if I
face.
can handle that.
He's
Oh my gosh.
very in depth.
Okay,
I mean,
okay.
he just has a gimmick of
Okay,
using
his
a
creepy
monster
face.
mask.
Oh, look, he has shoes too. I mean, his socks.
Ugh.
Oh my god. Okay, change it.
We've already watched
I can't look at it
this
anymore.
line. He's obviously doing something good.
I know, we're
I can't
already
look
intrigued.
away.
I can't look away.
All right.
Okay, Monster Maker, we're hooked.
Wonder where he's from. What's he do?
Steve is all about him, though. I like it. I like it.
Armature
Oh,
wire.
what have we got? Another
Minute in my
Makerspace.
makerspace.
wrong
Do that,
thing.
like robot
You know.
voice.
Your
Minute
your
in my
Amber Alert
makerspace.
didn't go
My
off.
Amber Alert is
I'm
turned
saving
down.
people from it.
You turned my Amber Alert down.
Oh,
Oh,
look,
you turned-
Ari's in the
You
chat.
turned
Ari's in the
everything
chat.
down.
Ari.
I can't
Ari.
even boo
Hi,
you. You
Ari.
turned everything
Oh, you
down.
turned him off.
I didn't.
You did.
I think we just lost audio from
That's
the
lame.
Oh,
computer.
sad. Okay.
Broke.
So can you show Krame's minute in my makerspace? Now I think this is this the one that's 4 minutes? Okay, Krames, you're doing too much, buddy. So we're gonna show a minute. If you want to check out the rest of Krame's makerspace, you're gonna have to click on the link.
We're still having audio issues.
Oh, I know. Oh,
I
look.
don't have any
Something
audio.
going with the audio on
Oh,
our computer.
our audio. Look at that, dude! I wish our makerspace was that big.
It's just the audio from the computer. It's not.
Yeah.
So you're
we
not
can't-
showing anything. Nobody can see
I know, but
anything.
we can't hear it, so.
Well, you
well,
can at least
maybe
show
maybe
it.
we can show it and commentate it. Hello, everybody. Hi, everybody.
I'm
Welcome to my
Crane.
makerspace.
Here's my makerspace. It's super cool. I have cool stuff. Look
I
at
have
my
a TV from the 80s.
Don't be mean to Craig.
I'm sorry, Cringe.
He has a green screen. We're not that
That's
cool.
cool. Um,
Oh, punching bag.
there's
Are
his
you working
sketchy
out
punch-up
while
bag.
making?
Yeah, he's got some
He's
cool
gotta-
kettlebells.
He's got to make the maker.
All right, he's a make
Oh,
the
he
maker.
is making the maker.
is-
There we
Crane's
go. There we
hardcore.
go. Dang. Oh, there's a drawing
I think
board
all
over
the
there.
pronunciation is it crayons or crayons?
I don't know. Oh, there's a
Cremens.
dehydrator.
Okay.
Oh, with this
that's the is that
what film
is that an
that a
actual
sewing
dehydrator
machine?
or is that
Yeah.
the spool?
No, that was a
one
dehydrator.
okay.
A sewing machine.
What am I looking at
That
there?
doesn't look right.
Oh, it's the sheep. Is it a Prusa sheep that's been remixed?
I don't know.
If
Oh,
only
these
we
are
had
his little.
audio.
These are his little tags that he's been making.
Yeah,
these are
yeah,
golf
yeah.
bag tags. Yeah,
Very
those are cool. Oh, a Dremel.
Is he a dentist?
Okay, we're not going to watch the whole 4 minutes,
Wow.
but we need to check it out. You can have audio if you look at it at home. Oh, look at the mask. Oh, we are so lame.
He's done a lot of cool stuff. No, let it play for a little bit more. I want to see what else he's got.
Oh, look at that. You wish you had that.
Okay.
Some isopropyl
You
alcohol.
got some
No,
of that
not IPA.
baby?
You wish you had that mask. Oh, a glue gun. Look at
That's
that
a
glue
long
stick.
glue stick.
Where'd you get the extra long glue sticks?
There's a label maker
Glue stick XL.
and a. I need all of these things in
sculpting
my
clay?
life.
Sculpting
He's in
clay?
the chat. He says it's Kramis.
Kremis?
Oh, Cram S. Okay.
We're sorry we don't have audio.
We don't have audio. What is that? Oh, that's BB-8 parts.
He's
Oh,
got a
look at the
lightsaber.
R2D2. Oh, there's an arm. Why is there an arm?
It's holding the thing.
No. Oh, dog heads. Zombie. Hey, that looks like a zombie from Plants vs. Zombies.
What was that Oscar movie, Roma? Did you see that?
No.
Don't see it. Don't
I
see
didn't
it.
see
But
it.
there's, if you have seen it,
It's
you would know that
terrible,
there was like
terrible,
a guy
terrible,
that had
terrible.
all of his dogs of past like
That
made into
sounds
heads and
creepy.
stuffed and put on
That
his
sounds
wall.
creepy.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Kramis, we're sorry that we botched your in our makerspace. Thank you for sharing with us. If you want to check out the whole video, click in the doc. That's
Also-
in the chat, in the description.
Just a friendly reminder. We call it minute in our makerspace because we don't have 4 minutes for everybody to do stuff. So you're welcome to send us longer form stuff, but we do need an edited down version so we don't have to pick and choose. I'd hate to exclude
I know. I hate
something
to
that he
just be
really
like, we don't want
wanted
to show
shown.
you. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you
Yeah.
ready? Next. Oh, this is so cool. Did you? Speaking of movies that you said were terrible, this movie was great. First Man. Did you watch this?
No, I haven't seen this one yet.
So good.
Yeah.
So this is Jeff Slater shared this. This was Big Rep made a lot of the pieces for the
Scale
First Man
replicas.
movie that they used on the film.
That is awesome. Look at that.
And they
Jeez.
showed them, if you go later down in the street, in the not that one, sorry.
Links.
No, not in the links. Go click on the Big Rep. They show a bunch of them like actually printing and stuff. Maybe not on there. Sorry, I'm terrible at linking.
Okay, here we go.
Scrolling,
Here we go.
scrolling.
Things are happening.
And that's the same thing.
There?
Same thing. Yeah, see, look, they printed
Oh, they're
them and
doing
they're
some-
using them.
Well, that was.
They used a bunch of stuff. Anyways, they 3D printed a bunch of pieces for that movie, which I thought was super cool.
A big rep before. Interesting.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, not there.
Wait,
Okay.
3dprint.com is down? No, there it is. Okay.
And they got, yeah, they were nominated for a bunch of Oscars.
Very cool.
3D printing. So cool.
It's here. It's here to stay, people.
Oh, they're making fun of me. Did I not say? Oh, that was Kramis. They said, I didn't say Cram S.
Kramis.
Whatever. Anyway, next, Travis shared.
Don't say Kramis.
I didn't say Cram S.
Genre.
Genre.
There's not enough compressor
I
in
know.
the world for you.
J.R. Slater said they did win an Oscar for that.
Good. They should.
That is fancy.
More 3D printed Oscars.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I can't take it anymore. We've digressed so bad. Okay, show Ollie's always right arrow.
This is amazing.
This is an optical illusion.
What?
Look at your eyeballs.
Okay.
It's
All right.
always-
Okay. I got it now. Okay. What is it?
What is happening? My mind hurts.
It's
You know,
the
this
angle that it
this
does it.
reminds me
Yeah.
of. Do you remember the cube that was the circle thing that was like popular? It was 3D printed. It was like
Yeah.
it looked like a cylinder if you held it one way,
And
but
a
then it
cube
looked like
the other way.
Yes, I guess a cube with open head.
This is too much for me, especially when he changes the color. It makes my head hurt.
Okay, he has a whole YouTube video where he's
I
doing all kinds of
know!
stuff with. So
I
go
know!
watch that.
So
it's
go watch
pretty
that.
awesome.
I
That's Potent Printables. Ollie, he's an awesome dude.
Yeah, he's cool.
Is it
Okay,
Ollie
next-
or Ali?
Ollie.
It's Kramis.
Ali. It's Kramis.
It's Kramis.
You know what? I miss Chuck. Does anybody else make Chuck right now?
Okay, next
It's kind of the glue that was holding
next
us all
was
together.
yours, Pooch. You
What'd
shared
I share?
Sophie Wong, her working Flappy Bird hoodie.
Yeah.
This is so cool.
Flappy Bird.
Did you see this? Travis, did you see this?
I don't remember.
So
It's a
it's you
Flappy
flap,
Bird. It's a
and
controller.
it actually works. It's the controller. Her hoodie is the controller for the game.
How awesome would you look?
Dude, our kid would freaking love that. Do
It's-
not lie. Okay, if you go on her, click on her, her Twitter, and then you can see
Nice
the
job,
next
Sophie.
one down. I know, dude, that's so cool.
You always say that, and then she posts.
I know, right there. Oh, there she is. She's just showing how
Look,
it
and she
at the
pimped
end.
it out a bit too.
Oh no, that's the same one we already saw.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. She doesn't show it actually working, but
I
yes,
thought it was very clever.
isn't that?
Yeah.
Dude, your kid would love that. Your
They
kids
totally
would
would
totally
love that. They
that.
would do the heck. They would flap like crazy. What is this? Oh, more Sophie stuff. I hadn't seen this one.
The chat is
He said my
rising.
video's too long. We can talk about his name for 5 minutes.
His 4-minute video is too long. we can talk
We
about
would
it.
have liked it more if we had audio. We're
That's
kind
our
of failing
prerogative.
here.
Krem it's our show, and if we want to talk about your name
Stop
for 5 minutes.
it. Stop it.
Ari says wow to the Flappy Bird. Ari, how are those cookies coming along, sweetie? I want to use my
We
Dosmia cookie
have
cutter.
digressed so far. Okay, we're close. We're close, you
Okay,
guys.
this is awesome.
This is one Travis and Matt both shared. This is do you say that name for me?
Oh, I see. He's got
It's pieces.
on his extruder. He's got a cool
Oh,
little
yeah, it's got like a
dilly
little thing
dingle
on it.
bobber. Yeah.
Go to the end.
What?
This is the island from
The
incredible
Legend of Zelda.
Oh, Zelda
Yes.
Island.
the new remake of the
The
Game Boy
new
Look at
Zelda
it!
game.
style.
So it's all these different pieces.
Whoa. I like. And it's got a Kinder Egg on the top.
It's not a Kinder.
It's not a Kinder
It
Egg?
does
There's no
look like a
surprise
Kinder
toy
Egg, huh?
inside? Not really. It's spotted. Kinder Eggs aren't usually spotted.
Yeah, it's awesome. If you
Green
like
grass.
Zelda, you would like it.
Traffic white, light ivory, vertigo gray. Good labeling. I like it. Thank you.
That's very cool.
Juka.
Oh, I messed up on my...
Yuka.
What?
The name of
'Kay.
the individual. That
Next
Made
was
it.
Sean shared Jim's Murph prints. Travis is pulling it up.
I'm like, I have nothing else.
There you go.
this space was left intentionally blank.
Blank, exactly. Oh, this is so cute. So I don't know if you guys saw last year at not the picture of Sean. Not
I can't
what
wait
we
for the
care about.
outro.
I know. This was so Jim made these awesome tiki magnets last year for
Yeah.
Murph.
Oh,
We
yeah,
have one
I
on our
have one.
fridge. Mhm.
This
is his new
mine
one.
fell off the magnet.
Oh, don't say that. This is his new one. Isn't that so cute?
Oh, I like it. Smurdy.
Holy crap.
I know.
All
You
right.
printed
A
all
lot.
those multi. Yeah, those are all multi-material or no multi-color. That's nuts.
I mean, it's if it's printed
You
on the
better bring
MMU.
something
it's
cool.
like-
What are you bringing to Pooch? What are you bringing to Murph? That's cool.
Like a lot of rep boxes and filament. But we're doing a
Okay.
Railcore build, so that's cool.
Can you tell yourself that?
What do you want me
Next
to bring?
we've got
You need to print like
I don't
1,000 rep raptors.
something
and give 'em
cool.
out.
Yeah, Rip Raptors. You should put them up.
Oh, I will have the spool set up so like you can get
Oh,
a bag of
the
bearings
printed.
and magnets
No,
for
nice.
the
I like it.
magnetic
I like it.
MagTrack spool holder.
Okay, dude, so this is insane. This is a Game of Thrones print. The reason I wanted to include this was, how is there no freaking layer lines on this print? Like, it looks
Unfinished?
polished, doesn't
I think
it?
it's the sheen and the.
It's not polished, though.
Yeah.
It's just the shine
You
of
don't,
it.
you don't
It's the
think there was
shine.
like a clear coat sprayed
It's
on
an
it or
awesome
something?
print.
No, I don't think so. You think so?
I mean, I feel like I can kind of see some layer lines. at
Matt's in the
bottom.
chat. Matt, what did you do?
What do you got, Matt?
Did you do something to
I
this?
think it's got some finishing on it. That looks like it's got some filler primer on it or something.
Looks awesome either way.
It's very cool.
Yeah. Oh, the chat's sad about
Yeah, I know that guy.
Steve said, hey, I know that guy. Steve said he's sad he's not going to get all the maker coins. We already told Pooch he has to get all of those things for us. he has to collect all the things.
We'll see if Pooch listens.
You better listen. We're sad.
I'm not your Sherpa.
You are.
I'm not your courier service.
Jake says that it's polyalchemy and a very tuned printer and profile.
That's it.
All right.
All printed.
That's ridiculous. So cool.
That's
all right.
Awesome. Have you seen that polyalchemy chrome stuff?
No.
It looks like metal.
Okay, so
It's
what?
But it's not a metal fill.
infused,
It's not a polish.
yeah.
Okay, Travis, this was one you shared. This is in your what you want to talk about.
Everybody shared this one. If you guys
I think a
didn't
lot of people
see
did share this one.
Look at how many views this has on.
Bum, bum, bum,
Never stopped
bum,
audio. Here's
I know.
So I'm not sure quite like how this model was made. I didn't know if it was 3D printed pieces. I know he said the base was 3D printed, but I don't know if the model
Is it
was
just
3D
a model?
No, well, it's all. I mean, it has like a crap ton of LED lights and like all kinds of stuff in it. But I don't know if like the pieces were actually 3D printed. Does anybody know more about this? Because it's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
350 meters of optic fiber. 20
fucking drill bits.
30 LEDs, several bottles of acrylic paint, a custom designed
3D printed base. But what was the actual?
Yeah.
What was the actual?
Build videos coming soon, so I guess we'll have
to wait for the build video.
That's pretty cool, though. That's pretty insane. That was on yours. Did you have anything else you want to talk about, Travis?
Me? No.
No. No. No, you really didn't?
I don't think so.
Okay, Pooch, did you have anything you want to talk about?
Amazing. Yeah, I do want to say, if you guys hadn't heard or seen, we did launch the mag track and the snap roller set, which is inspired. Well, yeah, it's Repbox compatible, but it can also be standalone, and it's modular, so you can snap together as many spools as you want. It's free for anybody on Thingiverse, and I've already gotten some remixes and gotten a lot of cool feedback.
And it just uses 608 bearings. Does it use anything else?
608 bearings and snap it together. It's inspired by the tush rollers, but I think there was a little bit more ultimate that could be added to it, so I made them so they. Because my main beef with the tush rollers was that they were just a press fit, and if there was variance in the tolerance of the bearing and stuff like that, or over time, they would just kind of start to pop apart, and these things like seriously just snap together perfectly. And then the mag track is really awesome too, because you can kind of set it up so that it's just indexes to where it needs to be. And then you can snap them together to do doubles and stuff. So that was a really fun project, and I'm finally I'm glad I finally got out into the masses. So I'd be curious to have more people print it and tell me what you think.
Sean's asking if there's a video of it anywhere.
That's what I was just gonna look at right here.
Yeah, there is a video
of you showing them putting them together.
Is this not the mag track one?
No, that's it. It's not it's not zoomed in and stuff, but like those two, it's a single. Like, it's a mirrored side, but you flip them over and they snap together. So they're not separate pieces. And then there's a version, too, that's like a double roller, which really you don't need, but it does allow it to be a little bit more narrow if you wanted to, like, make your spools more compact. But the other thing that's really cool that this enables is it actually lets you get 6 kilos into a rep box instead of 5, because they're that much closer together.
Nice.
Yeah, and they're way faster to assemble too than the roller assemblies that we have.
Oh, that we have with the rep box.
I think it really adds. It makes it feel like a much better product.
Yeah, and you can use them if you don't have a rep box too.
Yeah, you can. Can't you just set them
Anybody
on the
can
table?
do it. Yeah. Yeah, nice. And the other benefit, I don't know if people saw, I was showing off that it's perfect if you have a TiVo Tornado or a CR10 and you've taken off the stock spool holder, like the magnets just clamp right to the top of the box and feed right into the side, which is a nice side benefit. And if you have extras, you can stick them to the side of your rep box.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like it.
Magnets, baby.
Did you have anything else you want to talk about?
Nope.
Okay. So I've got, I had Graphit showed a Han Solo DL44 that he printed in pink. 37 parts. Oh, look at that.
Whoa.
Freaking beautiful.
This is the pink of the Fortnite? Pink project of the Fortnite?
Maybe.
PPO
I think it is.
TF?
I think it is. Look at that.
That's a sweet
That is a friggin' sweet gun right there.
I always wanted to
solo
print those.
blaster.
Dude, right? That looks so awesome. And he said he's going to leave it. He's going to leave it pink and white.
Good, you should.
Because it looks good. You know what would make
This
it look
is-
better? If it was in Boss Pink. Just saying.
That's Dasmina's brother. Did you know that?
Is it?
Yeah.
I wondered. I kept seeing her say brother, but I didn't know that she like legitimately was saying that's my brother.
And he keeps calling her sis.
I guess so.
I've extrapolated through
That
my
they are legitimately
that
bro
they
and
are
sis.
siblings.
Very
I've
nice.
determined through my amazing powers of deduction.
Love it, love it, love it. So cool. And then the only other thing I wanted
in
to
the
say
family.
was thank you to everyone who's donated for Ari's readathon. Her school's doing
He
it.
did paint it? He said, Jordan said he painted
Oh,
it.
he did paint it. That makes
He
me
didn't
sad.
paint that. Those
He
were
said
pink
he was going to
parts.
keep it.
No, he said
He painted the parts.
He must have painted
Oh.
it afterwards.
He
Well,
said he
it's
was going to
still
keep
cool.
it white and pink. But anyways.
Look, there's one of the vases.
And there's one of, yeah, nice.
Vases.
Yes, so Ari's school is doing a readathon fundraiser. Did you want to come in here really quick? She's dancing outside the room.
Hey, sorry, come over here.
Go on Pooch's side.
Okay.
There she is. So Ari's school is doing a readathon, and they are raising money for new PE equipment. And I just want to say thank you to everyone that's already donated. Are you going to say thank you?
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah. So a bunch of people have donated already to her. She's at $95, and she's at over 150,000 words.
Nice. Way to go, Ari.
Good job. Thanks, baby.
Good job.
Bye.
Bye.
See you later.
Good night. All right.
Very cool.
That was the main show. Oh, wait, you got to click on the want to know more. Sorry.
What do we want to know more about?
David Shorey was showing, he was showing his multicolor prints earlier, but this is also some Arduino robotics.
Yeah,
that
Shorey's
he
been
was
doing
Dude,
some
what is he doing with
I don't
all
know.
that?
We gotta
That's
have
why I
him
want to
on
know
so we can
more.
ask him. He's been getting into the robotics more.
I know, but I don't know what's happening.
Okay, so I will say that he had a video a couple weeks back where he was showing using the robots to like place like rings on some of his like prints.
Is that what it was? And
I don't know if that's the intent.
No, I saw
or
another
if
thing
just
where
a
it was
side
like a
benefit.
thing threading a needle too. I saw that.
He's
I was like, dude,
maybe
you're
he's
doing big
automating
things.
his production. I don't know. Well, I'm telling you, we gotta have him on so we can talk to him.
I know, dude, it's
he
nuts.
does awesome, amazing stuff.
Nuts.
Yeah, he was supposed to be like one of our first guests.
Yes, I know.
Ketchup and
Is this? So you were just talking about Jim Scuba, and I swear, like the Tiki Project uses, I'm pretty sure, a similar setup. I'm not sure, but like to do your like eye control and stuff like that. So I'm wondering if it's the same, based on the same hardware software.
That's so freaking cool. Sorry, the chat's
Hey
all
Trav,
saying hi to Ari.
what do you want to say? What do you have to say to the people?
He already said he didn't have anything to say.
Everything's broken, and I'm trying to fix it right now.
All right, everybody's
Printers are
mission. Please
broken.
send
The
Travis
laser is broken.
some
Some
kind
vibes.
words, some
good
LP
vibes.
He's getting a little bit down on the fact that all of
Dude,
his stuff is
right?
breaking.
Holy macaroni.
We've got a little bit of work to do on the laser, but we got parts.
Yeah.
It'll be
we
good
got
in
things
a few
going.
weeks, hopefully.
Yeah.
We got things going. So, and also too, we have so many tags this fortnight. We had over 150 hashtag community Ketchup tags. So there is a ton of stuff in the shout outs, a ton of stuff in practical prints. There's a couple of videos in practical prints. There is stuff in the news. So as always, please make sure that you check that stuff out. If your stuff didn't get included, it is not that we didn't think that your stuff was cool. It's just we have so much stuff to talk about that it's ridiculous. Are you an alien?
Is it time?
They look a little bit like
Is
Stitch.
it time to give away some Captubes?
It is about time to give away some Captubes. I was just getting ready. Oh, sorry. I was going to pull up the... I was going to see what the prizes were because I forgot.
You forgot.
Do you remember what the prizes were?
Gift cards of varying denominations so that
Gift
you
cards
can
of varying
pick
denominations.
whatever Captube
True
will suit your
story.
need best.
Yeah, so there was like one... Hold on, I'm pulling it up
It was
right
like
now.
$100 worth of gift cards.
Yeah, it's
and
insane.
I think in
It was like a
different
$35... Okay, hold on 1 second.
The grand
Talk
prize.
about something else.
Okay.
Talk about something.
Talk about
Yeah.
something else for 2 seconds while I put it up.
Captubes.
Captubes, I wish I had some. I wish they came in pink. Apparently, the reason that they don't come in pink is because when they go through the processing, they get darker. So red is as good as we get.
Okay, so good. Printer belt. finally operating in the wild.
That's
Hopefully,
not yours.
That is not mine, although I am told that there is action happening on mine.
Oh, I like
finally.
to hear it. I like to hear it.
Tinkers is we bought a new control board for it to try to make the process a bit easier, and so hopefully we'll see that perform. Murph, he promises me we will. You promised. He promised.
Oh, sure, he's in the chat.
Yeah, he said he's trying to make.
Whoa! What's happening?
I was gonna say he's telling Brian he's trying to make a system for remote physical work.
Oh, fancy.
So remember how I was saying there was a thing? So like maybe he's at work, right? And he pauses the print.
He's like, oh, I need to see this.
I mean, this sounds like some serious, awesome Octoprint potential enhancement. You're watching from the camera, you pause the print, and you got your little robot arm to place your rings. But what if they fall? Like you got to be able to pick them up.
That's too much. That's too much pressure.
That's pretty crazy,
getting anxiety thinking about it.
Sounds pretty awesome to me.
Okay, so this is our deal.
What is your deal?
Captubes Capricorn is giving us, there is 6 prizes tonight.
That's a lot.
We've got one $35 prize, one $25 prize, and
60.
4 $10 prizes.
And we're giving
100 total.
$100 total.
No, you are not eligible
to win. You don't
get
any. You're not eligible to win.
Members of the Ketchup are not eligible
I actually
to win.
specifically removed your name from the list.
My name was
Thank
in
you
there?
very much. Yes, because you tweeted #CommunityKetchup at certain instances.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, so I think we should do, what do you think, chat? Should we do one? We'll do a couple from the hashtags and maybe a couple from the chat?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that. So let's.
I'll speak for the chat.
You're speaking for the chat. You're like, chat, that's what we want to have happen. Okay, so first we're going to do the grand prize one, which is for hashtagging Community Ketchup. This is for $35 at Captubes. So we've got our good old list right here. Can we see it? Okay, List-O-Matic. And drum roll, please.
You can't have a drum roll. It's broken. Everything's broken.
Oh.
Wait, I do my Captubes drum roll.
Drum roll. Chris Free!
Chris Free!
Yay! So you've won $35 at Captubes website.
Freeze alert.
Freeze alert. Okay, we're removing
Fire
your name.
2.
What's next? One $25 card. Ooh, whoa!
Okay,
I'm
so we're
all
doing
over the place.
high denomination to low then. So we did a 30. He won the 35.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so now we're doing the 25.
We're doing the 25. Ready?
So if you follow along, people.
Oh, it's freaking out. Shay Street. I don't know who that is, but thank you for
Shay.
I know who that is.
Who is that?
It's Shay Street.
Don't act like you know who that is. Look at your face.
I've seen
right
the name
now.
before. I've seen the name before.
Okay, so then we have 4. So should we give away 2 from this and 2 in the
You
chat?
hold your own camera.
Okay, are we doing
I'm gonna
2
do-
from this and 2 from the chat?
Sure.
Is that what we should do?
That's what you said.
2 $10? Okay, so we're gonna do 1 right now. We're gonna remove Shay. Somebody I hope is noting who this is who
I'm gonna do
won.
my Captubes
Here we
drum
go.
roll.
Do it.
He didn't take your name out. He took mine out.
Maybe it's a different DD
Maybe
header.
I want to pretend win.
This is rigged.
This is so rigged. Okay, remove.
So Travis can't win, but you can
Okay,
win.
here we go again. Sorry about that. Bold City 3D.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is.
Congratulations, Bold City. You are the winner of a $10 gift card to
Captubes.
Capricorn.
Okay, we're gonna do one more $10 one
Is
here.
it Captubes.com?
Captubes.com. No,
Capricorn.com.
No, Captubes.com.
Yeah.
And Terry!
Terry
won
Terry's
$10.
a winner. Terry already has Captubes. I've seen
He
it
needs
in his
more.
makerspace.
Okay, switch off of this
Lots of cap.
camera.
Good job, Terry.
There we
Congrats.
go. Okay, Terry.
That's Terry. That's $10
Oh my gosh,
American.
$10 American.
Let's take you further.
Holy macaroni.
Terry,
Okay,
Terry,
so
Terry.
now we need to do, wait, hold on, I gotta pull up the thing. Ninja Picker, remove name, home, add names. Okay, how are we gonna add all the names?
You have to make everybody say Capricorn.
Yeah. If you want
okay.
to be in the
Say
drawing, you have to say Captubes or Capricorn.
No, just one.
Oh, you're killing me. Okay, tell
Just
me.
say Capricorn.
Say Capricorn and tell me the names. You guys
Say
have to read off the names to me.
Capricorn.
This is for a $10 gift card to Captubes.com.
And if you already won, don't say Capricorn because I don't want to read your name.
I don't know who won already.
You will be
good luck.
removed
We
if
got
you have
Kit.
already won.
Kit.
Are you
We
seriously?
got a skewed view.
Oh man.
We got you and Todd.
Okay.
We got Michael Castle.
I'm telling you, there's got to be a better way to do this.
There's
We got
not.
Jordan. We got Chelsea. We
No,
got
there is. This is where Nightbot actually shines.
Yeah.
I know.
That Engine 3RD.
Oh my gosh, that engine. That's all I'm saying.
Steve Abrams. How I Do It. Shenanigans. Tanya Weisner.
Oh my gosh, Sean, Tanya. Okay.
Alien 3D. Mr. Bootrom.
Alien. Oh, that's two different people.
I'd say.
Okay.
We got Jake from State Farm.
Okay.
We got Adam in 3D. We got David Shorey.
Adam.
We got Dragon
Wait,
Monk.
David Shorey. Who?
Dragon
Monk.
Kathy O'Malley.
Oh, excuse my
And then we got Mitch.
Mitch. Okay.
Hey,
Minnesota
Mitch.
Maker.
Minnesota. Wait, how do you spell Minnesota? Minnesota.
Just mid-maker is
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
3D printing gear. J.R. Slater photography.
Wait, 3D printing gear. Oh my gosh.
3DP gear.
Okay. Who was after that?
J.R. Slater.
J.R. Slater.
Practical printing.
Not related to AC Slater, for the record.
Oh,
And-
that's the sad thing.
Yeah.
We know we need to figure it out. 3D printing.
We get
llama.
it. Thank
We
you.
know.
Oh,
We're
3D printing
horrible.
llama. He didn't.
He didn't say it though.
Oh, he didn't.
And he's getting disqualified because he's being mean. to
He's
us.
being mean. Okay, that's good. Are we done? Anyone else? Anyone else? Anyone else?
Professionals.
SF
we are
Wilson?
professionals.
Who? Oh, SF Wilson.
I missed that one.
Okay. Anyone else?
Did you get Jake from State Farm?
Already did.
Bootrom.
Okay, send it to the Catchy Cam. Don't mind your terrible names
We're
that
doing
I
two?
added. We're gonna do 2 of these and go. Ooh, that green is terrible to try to see on. J.R. Slater.
J.R. Slater! Photography.
Remove your name and one more. Here we go. This is too many prizes. Michael Castle.
Congrats, everybody.
Congrats
That's the
to
winner.
everybody.
Thank you to our sponsor,
Yeah.
Capricorn,
It's all Travis's
for all
fault.
those
Turn off the
awesome
camera.
giveaways.
That is cool.
Thank you very
Oh my
much,
gosh,
Capricorn,
Capricorn,
for
give us so much
sponsoring.
stuff.
And you hooked up a lot of people tonight.
Holy macaroni. And I don't remember any of them, so hopefully you contact me.
Guys,
I'm
high
just
five on
kidding.
another fun stream. Chuck,
Woo!
virtual high five to you. Thank you for your presence. As always, it was really fun talking to you.
Do you know who's sponsoring next Fortnite?
Yeah, do you?
Yeah, you tell me.
No, you tell me.
No, you tell me.
You don't know, do you?
Yeah, I do know.
I do?
You don't know.
No, I don't think you know.
Do you know?
I have no idea.
What? Do you know who's sponsoring?
Yeah, it's Chelsea.
It is!
What?
Chelsea! It is! It's CCT Designs. Good job.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm so proud of you. Give me 5.
Who's that?
Who's that? Check out CCT Designs on Twitter, Instagram.
Woo! We got a woo
all
from Chelsea.
the places. Woo woo!
Yeah, no, that's gonna be awesome. If you haven't seen it yet, check out her.
Yeah.
She just launched her Etsy store,
She
right?
did with her
And
amazing earrings.
little laser cut.
Dude, they're crazy.
everything.
And they're all stained and fancy, and yeah, they
Too
look
fancy
amazing.
for me.
Very cool.
Yeah, no, they're really cool.
So she's gonna be sponsoring next episode next fortnight. That's our next episode before Murph. I know it's so coming up so fast.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, we caught up so much. Are you catched up?
No, I'm not catched up.
Me
That
either,
sounds
dude.
weird.
I know it does sound weird. Sorry, it's not very cool. Anyway,
Awesome.
yes. Thanks to Captubes. Thanks to Chuck. Sorry we lost you, Chuck.
Thanks to everybody for joining us tonight. Hope we catch you in a fortnight. Until then,
Good
thanks
night.
for catching up
Thanks for
with
catching
us.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
Hold on.
Oh, are you playing our outro?
That's our outro.
No, we're doing the wrong things. We're doing Flappy Bird.
The volume isn't gonna
Oh, yeah, we
work.
don't have any
Here we
volume.
go.
We don't
Oh,
have
we
any
have no
volume.
audio. Oh.
Just say it for him.
It's just Sean. Oh, don't call me girly. Woo, woo.
Don't call me girly.
Oh, we came back. There it is.
Came back.
I fixed the audio.
Full screen.
1, 2, 3, 4, clap.
Oh, I can do that.
Don't call me girl.
Woo.
Get ready for it. Get ready for it.
That's the stuff.
That's the stuff.
That's the stuff. I love that.
I love it. I love it.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Travis, turn off the stream.
I'm just gonna leave it
We're
going.
tired.
Really
We're
awkward.
tired.
Good night.